You're late. I started us.
Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
Oh yeah! Mic check, 1, 2, troubles in the room. We hit record and the vibes go boom. One says big thoughts, the other says no. Now we're arguing if cats can and low. We spill the tea, we spill the wine. And the stories are yours and half of mine. We laugh, we cry, we overshare too long. Podcast now every now. Just double the crutch. Double trouble live. With twice the mess. Double trouble live. No stress. For the thrill. Oh, yeah! Double live!
Good news for one member and one member only.
Frank is muted. Bingo card. First spot already on the card, Frank.
Double Trouble Live. Welcome back. 3rd day in a row. We had to send Mark Gelding on a horse to Las Vegas to try and exfiltrate Ciaran from losing all of our community money. That's why we have this logo here. But last I heard was instead of rescuing you, he crashed the buffet, got loaded, and is now harassing people in the ballroom. Yeah. Is that right?
He's looking for an open bar, even though there's no. We're at Caesars, where if you bet $100, you have to beg them for a drink ticket so you can get Coors Light for $20. Welcome to Vegas.
Hopefully Mark Gelding will check in with us. Like I said, he was supposed to be rescuing Ciaran to bring him back to Southern California, but it looks like it's chilly there. It's very warm here, Ciaran. You're like bundled up.
I learned the last few years when you come to the NHC, it's a meat locker, so you gotta wear multiple layers, because if you come in shorts and flip flops, you're screwed here.
Well, we have the dead race 6, so we can catch up on a lot of fun stuff then. If it's okay with you, I'd like to just get right down to business because I'm stinging from yesterday. We were right there, and we just needed one horse to come through. We couldn't get an odds-on home for us. I mean, come on.
That's just how it is. The positive is people got to see how much a pick 3 pays at Santa Anita. It's the best bet right now. In 2 days in a row, $2,000 almost. Friday, yesterday the same for $3. Can't beat it.
Speaking of that, Ciaran, just real quick. Believe it or not, I was up at like 10 o'clock this morning, and I had FanDuel TV on, and Curtis Calloward, awesome dude, part of the racing dudes, may still be, did my show many years ago at Del Mar. He's one of the hosts there. He mentioned on air our work on the late pick 3. He mentioned, hey, shout out to Frank Scattoni. And, I don't think he mentioned your name specifically, but he implied that what we were doing and raising the awareness for the $3 late pick 3 has been amazing. He's like, these guys were on it from day one. And then he read out my tweet with the, how we do the win parlay. And he's like, it paid 780 times more than the equivalent win parlay for a $3 bet. So
and not just
thought that was awesome. The word's getting out, man. So pat yourself on the back.
I mean, but what's crazy is I was talking to Jim Goodman. I can't remember if I said it yesterday. He was like, yeah, I could go in here and talk to these 1,000 players in here, and maybe 200 know about the low takeouts, which is kind of crazy when these are like, if we got lots of word to spread. Yeah,
it's the East Coast stubbornness, but we'll talk all about that in after this race. So,
all right.
How are we getting paid, man? Last chance to get out, get up, get paid.
All right, I've got mine right there.
All right, put yours up. We'll walk through yours first, and I'll comment as needed. There was a big scratch, but that came in the dirt race. So
yeah, I'm actually the early money came in on this one, which is what's shocking to me. I did not see that at all.
I originally had the one as an A. I really like the one, but I'm still gun shy with Sadler. Had 2 out of 40, but both of them were in our sequences that blew us up. But he's been cold.
I mean, when his horses are favorite in the last race and he gets beaten, he's 28%. But I thought 9-2 was too high, and here the horse is favorite. So yeah.
All right, well, let's figure this out here. Wow, you're singling the 7 on one ticket, and then you have a backup with 7-4-2. Oh, it's one of those 10-second thingies.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, can you fix that? So 7, and then you have 7, 4, 2, 1.
Now there's been some.
Then you have
scratch-
a 5 and a 3 as well. Is that right?
Yes, it's another in case chaos happens type of. It's kind of spreading around because this race.
It's a tough one.
27 races, Frank. Horses that were 5-1 or more, 12 of them have been won by it. And what usually happens is another one of those races. The favorite either wins or we see crazy prices. So it was I really wanted to just single the 7 to get out of here. But then I was like, yeah, I probably got a spread just so I can say I'm still alive later. And then my tickets, there's a big scratch later. So I haven't adjusted. I think race 8, is it, Frank?
Yeah, that's the dirt race, though. We don't need to talk about that one now. So let me get this straight. So, I'm with you. I think on paper the 7 is the most likely winner, but this is a tougher field than he has been facing. Don't get me wrong. Those open 40, 50 claimers are hard knockers, but there are some proper allowance horses in here. So while I agree with you, the 7 has a huge shot. I went a little different. I'm going to put mine up real quick. I have the 3 and the 5 ahead of the 7 in my rankings, but I have all 3 of them as A's. And then if you look at that middle ticket there, Ciaran, the 1, I do have the 1 as a B, as a backup, and I'm going to play the 1 just to my A's in the next 2 races.
I mean, that 10 in the next leg is if you had to find a single, that was 1, but untrustworthy like the 7 is here. Even my ticket, usually when you see me go tight on 2 races, I'm usually doing $6 or $9. I felt I couldn't even do that. So we'll see.
So let me look. So you have 10 is Mrs. Astor, right, if I remember correctly?
Yes, correct.
So you have her singled on 1, and then you have 8, 6, 7, 1, 2, and then 10. Okay. 8, 6, 7, 1, 2. Look how sophisticated you got since we started doing this show. You usually just walked in with a giant shillelagh club and just started swinging like a caveman.
I mean,
I like that ticket. That's a good. Those are good tickets.
I mean, that last race, I thought.
No, we're on the middle one, the middle leg.
No, but I'm saying in the last, if you look at that last ticket, I'm singling the 2. There's some spread and some not, and I was like, Miss Kitty Boom in the last, JJ for Baltus. I thought the horse would be the favorite. It'll be interesting to see what happens. So that's why I had that horse for me in the last leg. You have a third choice though, right? On your ticket, the number 2.
I do. I was a little worried about first time versus winners, but I am absolutely using the horse. But just to get back to the middle leg, I do think Mrs. Astor is a single. I have singled her before with extreme confidence, I like her again today, but I don't like her as much as I have liked her in the past. So while I do have her as my primary A, I do have some backup coverage with the 10, the 8 is my backup in the middle leg. But
yeah, you know what my notes on that one are, Frank?
what?
I mean, we already saw the winner there. Hereford Glad 204. Need I say more? Must use for that number 8 in that
Did you
leg.
intentionally try to rhyme it like that?
Yes.
Yeah, can you say that again? That was pretty cool. I like that. Go ahead. Harif O'Neill, what was it? 2 for 4? Come back for more?
Yeah. But I mean, my notes on that race, half of the winners of race 7, Frank, have been 5 to 1 or more. And then my notes were if the favorite, aka 10, doesn't win, long shot race. So that's why I was like, one of the tickets has it single, but then hopefully I spread correctly.
The 8 is your second choice behind the 10 there, because if you look at Ciaran's middle ticket there, he's spread in this leg and he's got the 8 as his first choice in that. And then the last race, you mentioned the 2 horse. So are you all about the 2, or do you have so you have coverage in that first leg, single 2 9 1 10 8 5 2 9 1 10. Wow, that's really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I'm hoping, I mean, the way I have it structured, I probably only one ticket's going to make it there, but I'm kind of correcting it when I get to the pick 3 and the double. So it was one of those sequences I really wanted to hammer one of the legs, but I couldn't. So that's
how about this? I'm at 562 on my A's, right? And I'm 1798 on my B's. So that's a total of 7 horses. You also have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horses, but you don't have my 6 and you don't have my 7.
In race, the first leg, right?
No, in the last race.
In the last race, I mean, I looked, and you know, it's crazy. You know, they're the Little Red Feather. Oh, well, Little Red Feather. Yeah, it actually is. Eiffel, Little Red Feather, Kimura. And I read what you wrote about it, and that's exactly why I didn't use it. And if they beat me, there's a lot of question marks, and if they beat me, I can listen to Billy next Saturday where he goes, "You should have used it. You would have hit it." You know, but I had to make a stand.
Let's have some reading comprehension. What did I say about the horse? Do you remember?
I think you you had a lot of question marks, but you still had to put it on your ticket, I believe, if I remember correctly. Or something.
Yeah, I'll just say real quick, Eiffel vexes me. I thought her first 2 races were fantastic. I expected her to train on, and I actually thought she was a stakes caliber horse. She went the wrong way. I liked her last time down the hill. She wasn't fed. She ran terrible. I'll forgive it. It was off a 5-month layoff. I'm going to back her again today, but she has to show me something. I need to see sparks of those first 2 races. Because if not, then it's going to be a Scatoni off angle, and then that's when you can bet her and she'll go right to the winner's circle.
And then it's also one of my weird quirks. There's 2 Little Red Feather horses in there, and I'm not using them. Just because of my own experience when I've been in those races, we usually don't win when there's 2 in, if that makes sense. So if one of the Little Red Feather horses win,
right.
My tickets
Madonna of Laredo is the other one you're talking about, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, Miss Kitty Boom, a horse player and handicapper I respect tremendously, had texted me last night about this horse, wanted to know my opinion because he thought that last race was terrific. And yeah, I think it's terrific too, but it's against maidens, and now you got more. And Bint Aldande, that horse went off like odds on in the next start, and she was terrible. So maybe that field was a little suspect. I don't know, but I think she's worth a shot anyway.
And that last leg too, I know there's a Scatoni off horse in there, so everyone pay attention. That is one you have to use. I know you're not the number 10. You're not using Tequila and Therapy, are you?
I'm not, and I might use that horse in the double because Optics gave that horse a little bit of a push, and I usually just throw those in, but I couldn't convince myself. But you can convince me.
We've used it multiple times. That the horse runs when we do a show, and how do you discount Hera and O'Neill and a sharp work? And I was like, I have to have it on a ticket.
Yeah, I thought the post was going to be a little difficult for that horse, but. Hey, what are we talking about? Handcuffing bets, right? I can always use that horse in my late double if I'm worried about it. Do you want to take a look at the tote board here, see if we're missing anything? Or Wow, you're right. The one is 5-2.
Yeah, I did not. Let's see what the will pays are. Hang on. Let's see. Oh yeah, on the double. Actually, the 7 is the favorite on the double. Frank at $11. The 1's $11.20. Then we jump up to the 3.
This is in the will pays you're talking about, Ciaran?
Correct. Yes, for the double.
Okay. Can you say that again? The 1 is what?
1's $11.20. The 7's $11. So.
Wow, they're equal. That's shocking to me.
This is where we're going
on the morning line.
Well, wait till you hear this. Pick 3. The 1 is $29. The 7 is $42.
Oh my gosh, half.
Yeah.
Wow, the word is out on this one.
Let's look at the pick 4. The 1 is $30. The 7 is $35. And the pick 5. The 1 is $2.95. The 7 is $5.31. So the 1 is dominant across the board, and it's the saddle horse. Now, how many of those horses have we seen crash and burn? The last week or so. But yikes! That is dominant across the pools yet again.
Read your note on that horse if you don't mind. I like to hear your thought process there.
Ayusu for Sadler. Trainer is 28% beaten favorite. I thought at 9-2 morning line, the price was too high.
Too high. So you thought the horse should be shorter?
Yes, but not this short.
Okay. And then ultimately, where did you land on the horse?
I put it in last spot just because I thought Beef Winslow, I thought was like really good. And then Crazy Cavalier, the Hera O'Neill horse. I put big chance in capitals. My long shot in this race actually is the number 2. What's at 13-1? Kimura for Yakteen. And the reason I like that horse a lot, raced on the hill last out and had a really big closing kick that I think is going to play very, very well here today. So that's my sneaky one here, the number 2.
Yeah, I think all these horses actually have ability, and it wouldn't surprise me if any one of them won. I'm expecting a little bit of a fast pace, and I think that might compromise Moonlit Sonata just a little bit. But the jockeys are going to, it's going to be a big jockey race because I think a lot of these are forwardly placed and tactical. But at the same time, you can't have 6 of them up front, right? So a few of them are going to take back. But then again, the rails are at 20 feet, and we have seen speed hold very, very well. It's not like you can't close, but the speed isn't backing up, right?
When the rails are at 20 and 30, you gotta give a little bit more of a nod to that early speed.
All right, well, DTL Crew, what do you guys have? Is there anything else you want to say right now, or you want me to roll through some comments?
No, through the comments.
All right, let's see. Charlie, he was in early, wasn't he? Stephen D, Charlie's beating you to the punch these days, man. You got to get up a little earlier and set that alarm clock. But no, Stephen D was right there too as well. Thank you guys for joining. Always 257 and then 713. Yeah, he's of a similar mind as us, where he's a little spready. But look at that middle leg there. He's got one ticket where he's singling the 6.
On race 7?
Yeah, in the middle.
I really like that. That is I went back and forth. It is my third choice in there, but I almost made it my second choice. Smith from McCarthy, 1-for-1 at the distance, a closer. And I wrote these notes before yesterday, the racing. And my notes were, what Smith shows up? 10 miles back, Smith, or perfectly timed. And then I upgraded it this morning. I went, Smith was on fire yesterday. He had his clock is on right now. And usually when it's on for that weekend, if that makes sense. So I give that horse a big, big chance. I really like that one.
I ended up not using her, but I will tell you I have a lot of respect for this horse. I thought she ran phenomenal last time against the boys. I mean, look, she finished second to Vodka Vodka. We know all about Vodka Vodka. We know how good he is. That was a great race. But my problem was, she is a Calbred, and her best races have come against Calbreds. The last time she tried Grade 3 Open Company, she was nowhere. So because of Mrs. Astor and my wise guy pick Hot Rocket, I ended up not using her, but it would not shock me at all if she won. One more comment by Charlie. Hi, guys. Hope you have some more funny stuff lined up.
We got to wait for the guests to show up, and then you'll see.
Yeah, race 6 is the dead race. We'll have plenty of that. Stephen D, thank you always for joining us. I have a funny story with executive producer Texas Terry and one of the DTL crew members out in the wild. You're going to really like this story, Ciaran, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Wait, race 7 too, Frank. Are you using the 1 or 2 on any of your tickets? I'm a Joker at Queen Sienna.
I'm using Queen Sienna. I'm not using I'm a Joker.
I mean, Victor won last out. My notes were long shot chance. So if you're looking for a long shot, I mean, when Victor shows up, I think it's his only ride today. In this day and age,
Victor's been locked in. He's been very selective, but he's only taking live mounts where he thinks he has a shot. You're right.
He is when he rides. Pay attention. He's not a guy to discount. No matter where he is, if he's on a horse right now, it's usually pretty live.
Charlie, thank you. Obviously, you listened to Chappie's show on Friday when everyone was making comparisons. Me and George Hamilton working on my tan. Thank you for listening. Jeff, always a pleasure having you. Linda Campbell, hi, what's up? What's up with you? Oh, Lindy, thank you for joining us. Lindy, let us know who you like. How about this? A lot of love from FanDuel this weekend. We had Curtis mention us this morning. Scurvy Tooth, Christina Blacker just gave you a shout out, Frank. And then look at this, our man Jeff Soto right back. Christina Blacker just shouted out your luck. Ciaran, it's working.
I was going to have her on yesterday, but she was kind of busy on the Racelands booths. But yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to have Ice Cold Exacta on here soon. He's going to roll by and give us his late pick 3.
I have so much respect for Christina Blacker. In fact, any TV personality, everyone looks at that and go, oh, that's easy, I could do that. They think you just go to the set and just start talking. She works so hard. I see her up in the press box at Del Mar early in the morning, working the PPs, taking notes, watching replays, workouts, etc. Her husband is Dan Blacker. He's having a terrific season. They're just both of them are just great people. They're good for the sport. So that's really nice. And I know you know her a little bit from Racelands because she's a big proponent of their stats. She does a lot of good work on TV for that.
It's super easy to hop on and just talk all the time, but you got to make sure you don't say the same stories 50 times in a row, and you got to do the work as well. Like you can't just hop on. I know some people
hop on and go Harris for O'Neill, JJ to KK to AA, and Lee, and the best speed, best top, best lunch.
A lot of these other shows, when they do it on a Tuesday, it's pretty easy for them.
Hey, everyone, I've got my picks right here. Race 7, all. Race 8, all. Race 9, all. Trust me, this is the winning.
I actually did the math, Frank. So yesterday when he did his all ball, it cost him $2,500, but he still made $2,000. He's ahead on what he usually bets.
Yeah, but as soon as he cashes his ticket, forget it. How about this? Confidence from Lost Squishy. Thank you for joining us. 8 is going to win by 3 lengths. We didn't even talk about the 8, the other Sadler. Anything?
Fresh you for Sadler. They're 0 for 5. One last out at the distance. Sharp works. Sadler is cold, and I will say, Freshu was on a horse I almost bought into in race 3, that Bugle. He did that horse no favors with what he did. So if he beats me in this race, he beats me, but he's not as sharp as he was before the injury is the way I view him right now.
Yeah, I will say this. The 8 has really good come-home times. I'm interested to see how he runs. But Calbred facing Open Company just cleared the hurdle. What am I missing, Squishy? Let us know. And he also has confidence with your Hey Jesse there. But they're going into the gate, Ciaran.
Right.
Good luck. Let's get out of here alive.
One of us has to do the all ball so we can get out.
Well, too late now, but theoretically we have it. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah. I can tell you, it's really good face.
That was Dylan's horse. He might have won the NHC, Frank, on that 4.
Was that the last race?
Yeah, Dylan was the only one who had it. I think he just won the NHC with that 4.
I didn't realize that was the last race of the contest. Wow. Oh, fingers crossed.
That's the last race, right?
Yeah, but the guy who had the 6 in second place,
Oh, no, wait a minute.
he's 10-1 too. So he's gonna
The
get
6 came in second. The guy in
He's
second
gonna get
place has the
race
6. Dylan has the 4, and he's in 4th. Ooh. We'll have to see the board. It's going to be really
I could not
close.
have been more wrong about that race. I hated both those horses. Wow.
I'm alive on my spread ticket
Yeah.
to my single in the last leg.
Let me put your spread ticket up. Let me just make sure. I don't think I have it for a penny. 3, 5,
I'm going to
7,
ask the guys
1.
what the total is. Hey, Steve, how far ahead is he? Oh, second place. How far out was Dylan?
6 is going to win.
Yeah, $25.
He's going to come second, isn't he?
5, 3.
Oh,
7,
Frank.
4, 2, 1, Ciaran.
Dylan's going to run second. He's going to miss it by like $2. Oy, oy, oy. That 10 coming in second place cost him. Wow.
So who do you think is going to win?
The guy in second, Frank Polk, he had the 6 at 10-1 for a place that'll give him 336. Dylan was at 305. At 10-1 will give him.
All right, the 6 paid $12 to place, and Dylan picked up $22.80 and 15.
37. Oh wait,
$37.80.
he might have won. Dylan won, right?
That 80 cents matters.
He won.
$37.80. Oh my goodness! Let us hope.
He got $37.80, but he got the second place got $12, so it's $125.
Damn. We'll see. Frank muted. Everyone bingo card.
I'm muted because I'm talking to the executive producer about Dylan.
Oh yeah, we can't tell right now.
Did he? Wow. Dylan Donnelly is a beast. I texted it last night.
They're looking right now. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be audited and everything. I mean, if it's going to be, this might be decided by what? $1 or something?
He won. Dylan won
Double D.
by 84 cents. Wow.
We were talking about Dylan last night when Steve
Yeah.
has been hanging with him.
He's right here next to us.
Goodness.
He's been due. He's been so close over the years. If I was betting money, I thought last year he had a big chance too.
Dylan is one of the best players out there. He's been on our show. He's been on my Best Bet show many, many times. And he's just a great person.
Oh, yeah.
And over the summer, after one of the big tournaments, me and a couple of friends were at Red Tractons, and we're sitting there, and there's a table of, a couple like a little ladies' night out thing. They're having dinner, and one lady keeps looking over at our table. She's looking over. Finally, she comes up and she goes, "You guys horse players? You play the tournaments?" We're like, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah, I heard you talking." She goes, "Do you know Dylan Donnelly?" We're all like, "Yes." She's like, "He is my nephew." I said, "Oh my God, we love Dylan." She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like it was awesome.
That's another Eddie Logan veteran who just won the NHC.
Oh man, I think we might know Frank Polk as well. I think he's another guy who plays in a lot of the California tournaments. I'll have to look for his picture. Who do you think finished third?
Third is Tommy Lindbergh. He was doing all weekend long. Like, it is very hard to handicap like this 2 days in a row.
Well, 3 days, right? You make it to this. It's
Oh, yeah.
It is a grueling 3 days. It is a grueling 3 days.
Well, he actually was in the LA Times, did an article on Dylan on
Yeah, Kevin
Thursday.
McDuffie.
And he said, I'm going to win this soon. And then this was the week he did it.
That is so awesome. Oh, my goodness. Wow, good for
And
him.
look who won it for him. Our guy, Hara and O'Neill.
Easy game.
That was a great price to start off, though. That was my second choice.
I
Did
know,
you fade
that
him?
was a terrible price. That horse should have been 30 to 1. Can you read me your notes on that horse, please?
Sorry, it's really loud here. They're all cheering him.
No, that's okay, man. Let's enjoy the moment. Dylan is a good friend of ours. He's a friend
Here, I'll turn the
of
screen.
the show. He is a horse racing. Oh, yeah, tell us.
Tom Rooney, head of the
Hey,
NCRA.
Ciaran, if you want to stand up and walk over there, this is the dead race.
$25,000 with your name on it.
How's that? I can hold it.
Let's just enjoy this moment. This is the horse player's dream. This is what we live for. You know, we have fun gambling and making money on the low takeout wagers. And, you know, we have a couple of big scores here and there. But Dylan just played for $825,000. $825,000. And it doesn't get any better than that. It just doesn't get any better than that. I don't know what happened to Ciaran.
He's being interviewed by Dave Weaver, TVG. We'll have Dave on here in a few minutes once they're done with all that.
I don't know what happened to my StreamYard layout. Can you see me and hear me fine? Everything okay?
Yes.
Oh boy, I don't know what's going on here. Who is Ciaran? Ciaran's missing from the screen. I don't know what I did. I did something wrong. Let me. So it looks like, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. There's no Ciaran.
There you go.
I don't see you though. Do you see you?
I see me.
I don't know what happened. And all right, here we go. This is better. Let me cancel. Now we're back. We're back. Okay.
So that was
No, Dylan's being interviewed right now. Let's let me put him on the TV here.
Yeah, we've got a dead race coming up anyway, but you're
Let's
out.
enjoy, as horse players, Ciaran, let's enjoy the moment for him, man. Love it.
He has been so close. Like 2 years ago, he was very close as well.
He also did he was second in the BCBC one year. I mean, yeah, we were just talking about him last night because he was hanging with Steve-O. Remember, you grabbed Steve-O to come on the show.
Yep.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Donnelly, your NHC champion.
84 cents. That's the way to do it.
Are you serious?
84 cents was the difference.
Oh my goodness, poor Frank Polk. Wow. Yeah. So,
I've been on the other end of that too on tournaments. I feel it. I think my worst one was a 10-cent loss, Frank, for a BCBC. I mean, it wasn't this kind of money though.
are you what? Like, was it a?
That was for an entry for the BCBC, so 10K. And
Was
lost by,
it mythical like this?
yes, and 10 cents.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer for Frank Polk, but if he's
Dylan
the guy
was
that
good.
I'm thinking of, he's a really nice guy, and I'm sure he will be very gracious in defeat. But man, 84 cents? Are you kidding me?
Well,
That 80
That's why-
cents, that $12, that 80 cents made a difference.
Well, that's why we were going back and forth, because we thought Dylan had lost because it was a 10-1 horse that ran second.
Right.
You know,
right.
and he was already in second place. So it wasn't until they actually did the final math on that slight little difference. Like, you know how a 10-1 doesn't usually pay 10-1 on the pays sometimes. So it was all about the last few cents.
That's the thing. That's what makes these tournaments so difficult, because he may have been on the fence. Do I take a 2-1 shot, or do I take it, try to hit a long shot? Sometimes you just have to take the points, because you do not know going into that last race how valuable that is. I mean, it's wild. Wow.
Well, while we're waiting for our guests to come on, Frank, do we start talking about the pick 3 and get our stuff out there early? What do you think? Because we're probably going to have to pivot, or no?
I think we have plenty of time to do that. I think we should have a little fun, enjoy the moment. I'd like to know what Mark Gelding's been doing all day. He was supposed to be working for us. Has he done anything today?
He has, but I can't show any of it till all his stuff is making fun of the guests we're going to have on.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he's been working with the guests. Okay.
Yes, he's been hanging with the guests in the background.
Well, I want to put this up. This was taken a few years ago. You'll know there's one person absent from this picture because he doesn't.
No one loves me.
He doesn't fit in this elite group of people. I'm going to walk you all through this. Terry took this picture. It's one of my favorite pictures. So the gentleman in the bottom of the cowboy hat right there, smiling with the glasses and the blue coat, that is Dylan Donnelly. The dude is a beast, one of the best handicappers around. The goofy guy with the hat standing up behind him, that's Peter Thomas Fornatel. To the right is our good friend Frank Tate, another excellent handicapper. Frank Tate was doing trainer stats before they were readily available in the racing form, and he is an OG. Who's out there in the middle? That's the boss man, Tom Quigley. Then there's George Hamilton. And then the gentleman on the far right, that is Jerry Wesselow. Flawless Racing, Brando the bartender. He was on the show the other day. He had Disco Tribute run pretty well.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pictures. Terry takes so many good pictures at the racetrack, but this is one of my favorite because even though we all had a losing day, look how happy we are. We're at the racetrack. Ciaran was not cropped out of that picture. He was not invited to be in it.
Well, it might have been one of those days when I didn't go, because even though
No,
I
you were
live
there. You definitely were there. Yeah.
or I was up in the hoity-toity area with my suit
No,
on.
you were there. You were there.
I was?
You waited till you went to the bathroom, and then we was like, all right, come on, let's go. Let's take the picture.
That sounds about right.
Actually, we made you go get us drinks.
That's probably what happened, yeah. I'm usually the guy that gets everyone concert tickets and hotel rooms, but when they go to parties or dinners and whatnot, we forgot to invite Ciaran. Well. Well, here we got
bought you a drink once.
This is what Mark was dreaming about last night, Frank.
Keep dreaming about it. Oh my God! Does he really think he's going to end up on Quigley's show?
Why not?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, they'll crack a beer. Maybe they'll do it live from the Eddie Logan suite, though, perhaps.
I refuse to let him go on Quigley's show dressed like that, though. We got to get him a suit.
Well, he'll probably put a tie on, but it will be over his open shirt, knowing that guy. We
got to get your custom guy, to make him a suit.
Well, so what's funny is when I was talking to Dave and I said he was going to come on, I was like, yeah, we have an intern reporter. And he was like, oh, you guys hired someone? I was like, well, you'll see soon enough.
Well, I know Ciaran likes to get serious. Just let me tell you a funny story real quick because you're going to love this. So we're doing the show, and remember I told you that Terry went to the San Diego Wave game at Snapdragon, the women's soccer team. So she went with her friend, and it started early at 5:45. So she left while we were still doing the show. They go, they have a nice time. They're in one of the suites with the Chicano Federation, which is a group that Terry does a lot of volunteer work for. So that's like Terry's element. That's her thing. Her and her friend come out, and they want to take an Uber back. And they look at the prices, and it's like surge galore. It's like $80 to
Oh,
get
I
to
remember that. Yes.
Yeah, you've been there. You know it. You have season tickets to the men's team. So they're like, screw this. Let's take the trolley. So right, but whatever. You do what you got to do. She's with her friend, hasn't seen him in a long time, so they're catching up anyway. They get to the trolley. They get on the trolley. I think they got to Old Town where they had to transfer to get to UTC. So they're waiting for the transfer, and out of the blue, a husband and wife come up to her, and the husband goes, "Double Trouble Live. You're Texas Terry."
Oh, jeez.
I know you guys from the tournament room at Del Mar. Out of the blue. So he goes, "Double Trouble Live," talks about Texas Terry. Eventually, he mentioned my name. Then he got to Mark Gelding and raved about Mark Gelding. And
no mention of me, I know.
No mention of you. But
that guy with the funny accent who's always drunk or drinking.
But everybody knows that the double means two people. So you're implied. It's the implication. But, dude, how cool is that? So I guess his name is Steve Queso. He plays in tournaments. He's a Del Mar guy. He says he told Terry that he listens to the show all the time. So I just thought that was the greatest thing. They took a picture together that I might post later if I can find it on my phone. But Ciaran, celebrity.
Yeah, the word's getting out there. I mean, when some of the East Coast tracks start pushing the low takeouts, people will realize it,
Well, anyway, I thought that was super cool. Whatever's going on in the universe, thank you. The racing gods. Terry gets recognized as a celebrity for Double Trouble Live and Texas Terry last night. Curtis Calloward and Christina Blacker mention us on air. We're making a difference, Ciaran.
Look at the payouts on the pick 3, and we kind of talked about it yesterday. I would be surprised if we do not cross $500,000 before. What do they call the second meet at Santa Anita? The Hollywood meet?
No, that's their fall. They call it. It is the Hollywood meet. You're right, because that's when Hollywood will run before.
I think when we get to June, if we don't do it in June at Santa Anita, $500,000 in the pick 3, we'll have it happen at Del Mar. Oh, look who rolled in.
Let me see.
The video. I get a review of Frank's book. Oh, awesome. You just put it on.
Sit here?
Not right here.
Okay. Oh, I'm taking your spot?
Yeah, I can hop on the phone. I get to go to the restroom.
Chris!
It's annoying talking to this guy for 3 hours.
Chris Larmy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm going to type in a banner. Chris Larmy, one of the legendary tournament players, phenomenal horse player, handicapper. You have a long history with the NHC, players advisory committees, playing in the tournaments, all that stuff. But most recently, you are the author of a brand new book, aren't you?
Yes, I am. You know very well. You were my editor, and I really appreciate you helping me make the book much better. So
yeah, if there's any egregious errors, it's all my fault.
And here it is. Betting on Horses, edited by Frank Scattoni, written by Christopher Larmy.
I'm going to add this real quick. Make sure I have everything right here, Chris, and then I want to put up a website too.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can put up the website, if people are interested in purchasing the book, it's Bet with the Best Media, all one word, betwiththebestmedia.com. Go on there, learn more about the book. I don't know if we're going to talk about it here or not, but I think you'll enjoy it. Whether you're a beginner or intermediate or advanced, there's something in the book for you, I think. And I think Frank
Chris,
probably agrees with me there.
You're taking time out of your day to talk to us, so we can talk about whatever you want. This show, we just did the first leg of the all turf. We're waiting for the first leg of the late pick 3. This is a dead race for us, so we got all the time in the world. So you tell us.
Well, it was a great. I'm at the NHC, and it was a really great final table. Really exciting. Back and forth, leaderboard changes. last race, it came down to the final payouts. We weren't sure who won until they posted the payouts. It was that close. 84 cents is the difference between first and second. And Dylan Donnelly, a California player, representing the state of California, and a great player, and he goes home with $800,000. Not a bad payday.
I was showing this picture here. Terry, my girlfriend Terry, took this a few years ago at Del Mar, and there's Dylan right there smiling, and of course Quigley. There's Pete Fortell on the left.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite pictures because I was telling the audience, even though we all had a losing day, we were at the racetrack. Look at the smiles on our faces. You can't make that up.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's great. Nothing better than being with your friends at the races. Unfortunately, just doesn't happen as much now with fewer tracks and all the simulcasting. You don't quite have the same social engagement that you used to have around the track, which I miss somewhat.
Absolutely. I mean, that is a big part of it. That's why I like living where I am, because it's easy for me to get to Del Mar, and I have the luxury to get to go there every day. So it's still special to me in that regard. But, most of the year I'm sitting at home in front of my computer betting by myself until we started this show. Now we've built like a really nice horse playing community where we get on live during the races, we share thoughts, we put tickets together, we gamble. It's like being at the track without being at the track.
Yeah, the next best thing. Not quite the same, but it's better than just playing at home by yourself. And that's sort of another thing that's changed is you don't have very many good handicapping books anymore. When I was coming up in the game, there were a whole bunch of them. Guys like Beyer and Christ and Barry Meadow and Mark Kramer, write great books that could help players, but there just hasn't been any for a long time. So that's why
this was the last best one right here.
And there you go. And wonder who edited that book. Yeah. I'm trying to fill that gap, and a lot has changed in the game. I mean, really changed in the last 20 years, and you have to adjust the way you play. And that's sort of one of the themes of the book is you have to constantly adapt and evolve. And I try to talk about, especially with like the CAW teams and some of the other changes in the game, how you can incorporate those changes into the way you play, change the way you approach it, and maybe improve your chances of success. And, the other big theme in the book is, in the title, it's betting on horses, not handicapping horses or picking winners. I think a lot of players are pretty good at that. They've been doing it for a long time, and they all have their favorite angles and approaches. But I think a lot of players don't understand how to leverage their opinions, exploit that value they identify, and really cash in an optimal way at the windows. And that's the whole betting side. And that's where I dedicate a lot of the book. And I think that's where a lot of people have room for improvement. So if you're one of the people I hear say, I'm a great handicapper, I'm a lousy bettor, this book, it'll help you handicapping, I think, too. Maybe think a little bit different about how you use information to handicap. But I think it'll really help you think about how you decide what you're going to bet and how you're going to bet, and to do that more efficiently and with much better results.
100%. And I think part of the problem is a lot of us enjoy the process of handicapping so much that we end up spending 80% of our mental energy handicapping and only 20% on ticket construction or bankroll management. So one of the reasons why we started the show is because we wanted to make this a gambling show, a wagering show. Everyone on the show is smart. They're good handicappers. They have good opinions. So how do we maximize and leverage those with ticket construction, right? So, and if you look at the name of your company, it's a bet with the best. It's not handicap with the best.
Right,
it's bet
exactly.
with the best. And that is also a reference to the podcast you used to do, right?
It's been on hold since I've done the book, but now I'm going to start it back up. The Bet with the Best podcast really is focused on betting and picking the brains of some of the most successful players ever. I'm like guys like Andy Beyer and Steve Christ, Barry Meadow, but also the guys that are pros today, like Paul Matisse and Mike Maloney. I mean, just these guys are willing to kind of share with you, how they approach the game, how they think differently, how they bet. And I mean, it's just, to me, really invaluable. I've learned a lot from them, so I don't know how anybody else that enjoys this game wouldn't do the same. So I recommend, if you're interested, first of all, please buy the book. It's $39.99 right now That's the early bird pricing. If you go out to betwiththebestmedia.com, you see on the screen, you can buy the book. But you can also go back and listen to some of the older Bet with the Best podcasts. They're all evergreen. They're talking about, betting and handicapping races. They're not talking about specific races. And I also have a weekly Sport of Kings podcast where, again, I focus more on betting than pick handicapping, but we actually talk about, it's sort of like your show, Frank. You're focused on Santa Anita, but I usually move around to whatever the big races of the weekend are. Like next week will be the Louisiana Derby. We talk about, I have a guest on the show, and we talk about, how they approach the card, how they, what their opinions are, and then how they're going to bet those opinions. So a lot of resources. I've been trying to provide horse players with some ways to get better through the podcast and now the book. So hopefully people will enjoy it and get something out of it. And, I really recommend that if you are interested, pick up the book. I've written it, so you don't have to read it cover to cover. It's easy to jump around, wouldn't you say, Frank? And zero in on things that interest you. And I have to believe there's something in there that you'll enjoy or that'll help you as a player.
Yeah, we got about 1 minute before this race goes off.
Right.
I just wanted to say, Ciaran already admitted on the show yesterday that he doesn't read books. I don't know if he can even read, by the way. He's the illiterate half of the duo. But anyway, and I'm not saying this just because I had the honor and pleasure of working with Chris on the book.
He's talking about you, by the way.
This is an awesome book. I learned so much, not just from Chris. I mean, Chris has been doing this a long time, and he is one of the best. I have always admired Chris from afar because we've known each other since the tournament days at Surfside, back when it wasn't really a big thing in Horse Player Magazine. And so not only do you get Chris's insight, but to his point, all of the info from the great guests he's had over the years on his Bet with the Best podcast, he somehow did a brilliant job. I don't know how he did it. He took all this information, he synthesized it all in a seamless way, so it reads so fluidly, but you're getting so many different opinions and approaches that will absolutely improve your game. So, Chris, good luck with the book. Thank you for joining us. If there's anything else Double Trouble Live can do for you, you know where to find me. But have fun. You're at the NHC in Vegas. I mean, you've been doing this, almost as long as anybody, right? How many years?
I'm living the dream out here. It's fun. But before we go, I do want to thank you, Frank. A lot of the reason it reads smoothly is because of the work that Frank did on the editing side. I mean, I learned a lot. I've never written a book. I learned there's a lot of work after you've written a book to actually get it published. And Frank really helped play a big role in getting me over the finish line. I put a lot of work into the book, but it took even a lot more than I thought to get it out where you can go out and buy it. So please, if you're interested, go out to betwiththebestmedia.com and buy my book.
You should absolutely be proud of what you've done. You've done a great job.
Hey everyone, I am reading Frank's book. It has the 6 secrets of successful bettors. With these tips, you can't lose. I am reading Frank's book, Chapter 1, Bet All to Get the Winner. Frank's book, Chapter 2, When a Horse Winks at You, Bet It. Frank's book, Chapter 3, Scream Loud.
None of that is in my book. Just want to make sure
that's enough. Chris, we're going to let you go because we got to start focusing on race 6 into race 7. Thanks for taking the time to join us.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Darn it, I didn't get to see the comments while Chris was on. I wish he could have seen this. I'll take a screenshot for him.
Yeah, we'll send it to him later. I couldn't see it on my phone. Yeah. When the screen is so small, it's tough,
I didn't really want. I really wanted to watch that whole video because you know how much I love it. But I figured we should probably start getting serious here.
Yep.
Do you want me to remove you from the bottom or keep you up?
No, you can pull me out. I don't know what happened. I jumped out, so.
All right, here we go. Let's watch this race. They're off. We'll be back and we'll get serious. Good luck, everyone. You're on, okay, there you go. All right, we're back. Hey, thanks for grabbing Chris. That was awesome.
So while I was watching, the races going off, I was like, we didn't get to do it because we had Chris on, but I was looking at what the probables were. Wow, is all I got to say.
Crazy?
Guess who the favorite slightly is in this next race on the probables?
Well, I'm going to guess it's not Mrs. Astor because you sound surprised. No. I'm going to say
it is Mrs. Astor at $27. Guess who is $1 less? The 5.
I really
the
like
blacker horse. The blacker horse at $28.
No, the 5 is D'Amato.
Oh, is that the 5? Oh, wait. Yeah. Public Assembly. Oh, yeah. All right. Because I was going to say it was the blacker horse, but.
Well, it's actually better that it's Phil's horse because he's been ice cold, right?
Yes. Like, I was actually kind of shocked when I looked through. I was like, wow, that's not who I would have thought. And I really would have thought the 10 would have been more dominant. That's the surprising thing.
So I understand why you're surprised.
But
that is very curious that Phil's horse is taking that much money into the teeth of a horse who's probably going to be 7-5, right?
And that means I'm actually going to probably have to pivot because I did not use that Phil horse at all. And it's one of those things.
Either. I X'd the horse.
And it's one of those things so we can actually pivot small on this one because I'm alive in the all turf. I do not have Phil's horse here, and I did not use him in my pick 3. But now I can probably use a single with Phil in this race, and then my choices in the next, and maybe a favorite and long shot in the last. So I mean that's the benefit of handcuffing these races. When you don't use a horse, everyone's betting it now. Do I need to pivot and change my bet? The way that bets have been paying, it's worth pivoting because if you actually do hit it correctly, it's going to cover all your other nonsense that you do. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. But I'm going to disagree with you on pivoting because I don't like the horse. I'm not using the horse. But yes, pivoting is the nature of the beast here because we handcuff these bets together. Now, that being said, Ciaran, you're in a better position than me.
Because I'm alive.
You're alive. I'm not alive. So I don't know if I want to spend money pivoting because I'm dead. You know what I mean? Like if I was alive, then maybe I'd throw the horse in for, a little bit.
Yeah, for me, it's a pivot now because now I can single out of this leg, and we had
Let's put up your late pick 3 here so we can see exactly what you were planning on doing and what you might pivot to do. Single the 10 in one leg, 8, 6, 7 in another.
The 2 is already scratched. I did this earlier when I had good internet, so the 2 is scratched. So I'm essentially 6, 4, 7 in the next leg. And all about the 2 in the last.
Hey, Queen Sienna scratched? When did that happen?
No, TikTok. Oh, on the pick 3 in the next leg.
I was talking about this leg. You have the 8, 6, 7, 10, right? But the 10 is on. The 10 is your A on. The 10 is your main ticket. The 8, 6, and 7 are your backups.
Correct.
I have loved the 8 since her first start in America. And she has not trained on. She's been disappointing. I am waiting for her big breakout race. I'm going to bet her again today. But I like that you have her as well. But tell me your notes. Maybe we should just call you the note man.
Hira for Glatt, 2 of 4. Need I say more? Capital letters must use.
Okay.
That was my notes on, the 8. The 6, we talked about it earlier. Hey, Jesse, and my notes before I saw yesterday's races were, it's a deep closer. And when you get Mike Smith, there's 2 versions of him. He's in Tijuana coming into the stretch and loses by a nose, or his timing is absolutely perfect. Yesterday, I thought he was on both his mounts yesterday. He rode fantastic. And usually when Mike is on, I almost won the UBC contest because that was the night when you introduced me, Frank, and the Eddie Logan to Mike, and the next day I bet him, and he was on fire, and he was on fire that day too. And usually when he's feeling it, he feels it for a couple of days. So I upgraded the horse because of that.
Yeah, I think he's been riding pretty good, actually. And I made a note of that in my head, and then I actually went and looked at his stats on the meet, and I was like, oh, they're not that good. But I feel like he's been riding well.
Yeah, and his agent is doing great because, he's saying, dude, my hip, my knees, I'm only going to ride 6-7 times a month. Give me decent mounts. So he's a lot more selective now, and he's one of those guys, when he shows up, you absolutely have to pay attention.
I just want to apologize to the audience today. This is a little bit of a different show, so if we don't get to your comment, please don't take it personally. Ciaran's at the NHC. There's a lot going on. We wanted to take advantage of the fact that Ciaran's got boots on the ground, have guests. There's races in the background. So please don't take it personally. We love all the comments, and we try to get to as many as we can. I just want to put that out there. And if we have time, we will. But right now, we got to focus on the late pick 3.
Well, we got to talk now because we're going to have Ice Cold Exact on. He's got to go be a degenerate and put his bet in, and then he'll hop on in a second.
Well, do you have his play?
He's doing his play in. He didn't tell me what he's going to tell it live. I mean, Mark already knows what his play is. Hang on, let me see. Before he shows up, I better show it before he gets here. Otherwise, he won't come on.
I read Frank's book, chapter 1, and I am going all on the pick 3.
Well, when Ice Cold comes on, you better go to the bar and buy the man a drink because you've been harassing him all freaking weekend. And did Mark get a chance to interview him?
I'm not sure, but wait, hang on. I know he was all about the 6 when I talked about him this morning, and this is what Mark thought about his pick.
They take little kids' pictures on the number 6.
So,
what is Mark's play? He's there to represent DTL, and like he's dissing. I mean, Ice Cold is a legend.
He was like, when you put me on TV, he'll be nice, is what it is.
All right. Here's my pick 3. I like the 10 and the 8, and that's it. So I'm gonna get ready to type. Here we go, Dave Weaver.
I'll hop on. What about you? I'll hop on with the earphones and whatnot. Yeah, talk smack. I know it's annoying talking to Frank, but you're stuck with it. No,
Dave,
what's up, Frank?
First of all, I want to apologize for my annoying partner.
Yeah,
I know he's been harassing you all week. Every time I look up, I see you on TV. You're working your butt off, and he's like, "Come be on my show. Come be on my show."
I told him I'd come on, and I like this race too.
Okay. Well, if you have to go at any time, just mic drop and go out. I don't want to keep you.
As long as until this Corona's gone, I'll stay.
Okay. And I told him to go to the bar and buy you another one. So, all right. We have Dave Weaver, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have this correct? FanDuel Racing at Ice Cold Exacta.
Damn, I'm good looking. I didn't even know I was that handsome until I see it up that close. Wow.
I know. We look good together, actually. I think I might fire Ciaran and just slide you in.
It's the
you
good
work
look.
too hard. You don't need another gig.
Yeah, that looks good. At Ice Cold Exacta. Yeah.
Dave really doesn't need an introduction, obviously. He's been doing this a long time for FanDuel. One of the best, a guy I respect so much. Talk about a man who has a conviction and is not afraid to put his money where his mouth is, hence the Ice Cold Exacta. No hedging, no boxing, nothing.
No, we got to crush it. Hey,
we're pivoting to these low takeout wagers, right? 50%, $3 late pick 3.
Is there a Santa Anita form I can look at?
I need my past performances, Frank, so I can talk about this race.
Okay, yeah, let's get to it when you can.
It's all right. I got it memorized. The 5 Horse had a brutal trip last time out. I remember I bet her, and she was stop. Don't know if she would have won if she got through, but it was not a good trip. I didn't put her on stable mail, but I put her on my mental stable mail, and I've been waiting for her to come back. I actually checked the other day because I figured I missed it. She probably came back and won, but she hadn't raced, and I saw she was entered today. So what is she right now?
Taking money, 2 to 1.
Oh, 2 to 1. Yeah, I'm trying to beat the 10. On the late pick 3, I was 3-5-8. I threw the 10 out.
All right, hold on, because I want to put your play up if you don't mind. Just give me a second to type it in. because we actually gamble on the show. We
like 15% takeout too.
Yeah, we want to support these wagers. So $3 late double.
No, pick
what'd you
three.
say?
Pick
Sorry,
three.
late pick three. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long
gonna
weekend.
Be 3-5-8.
Yep.
Key to 5 if you want to play a little bit extra. Single to 5, but
Okay.
3-5-8 on the big ticket. We scratched into. I was singling the 6 in the 8th race all along. I'm trying to beat the 2, and then the 2 scratches, so now I'm probably going to be 2 to 5 instead of 7 to 5. But I'm going to take what I'm going to consider the free square there.
Okay.
So 3-5-8 with 6 with 1, 2 is my top pick. 3, 5, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. So 3 by single by 5, $45. Is that a bad structure?
No, not at all.
Maybe I could go a little thinner on the end, but
Yeah, but I don't think you need to, because you have that 6 single. The thing about this is with the 15% takeout and the higher minimum, it's always an overlay. It's still going to pay more than the parlay. So Ciaran and I do. We start with like $100 budget, and we have so much coverage that you think maybe we're not betting efficiently, but when you see what these payouts are, you want to hit it. I mean, yesterday it paid over. It's a 6-horse field in the middle leg when our moonlight went down, and it ended up paying $2,000 plus.
Amazing.
Parlay was like $1,200. I mean, where can you find that kind of value?
no, it's a great bet. Even with, I remember it was probably a month ago, but literally there was a 1 to 5 in there, and it should have paid $50, and it paid like $150.
Yeah.
It paid like 3 times what it probably should have paid.
Unbelievable. You want to tell us what kind of fun you're having out there? How about Double D, Dylan Donnelly? He's an Eddie Logan regular.
Unbelievable, just the way that went down. I mean, the guy that was in front, Tommy, was drinking beers, had a cigar in his hand. You can't smoke in here, so he's carrying around an unlit cigar. I don't know if you guys were able to see the actual like rooting during the races, but basically 9 people were just staring at the monitor, and he was actually fun. So I was rooting for him because he was like me, I just want to drink a beer and get in the zone. But he got caught, so he had to lead. Dylan, I mean, to have 2 horses finish first and second at the same odds, and one pay $3 more to place, I think that's just lucky. I mean, I think he got lucky that the horse paid so big. Not lucky in the fact that he doesn't know what he's doing is picking winners, because I've never seen anybody work as hard as he did. But he knew what kind of price range he had to take. Yeah. But still, to win by 84 cents, that was just an incredible ending.
Yeah, one of the pays was like, I think maybe his place pay was like $12.80, and I said to Ciaran, that 80 cents could actually matter. And it did. I mean, it's just
on the normal
unbelievable. Dave, you've been covering the NHC for a long time. I know you're a tournament guy. First of all, just to make it to day 3 is a huge accomplishment. It is not an easy tournament. It is grueling. It is mentally exhausting. It is punishing when you run third and half the room is cheering for a cap horse who wins and you don't have it. It messes with your brain. You have to be mentally focused. You have to be locked in, and you have to have the good opinions to back it up.
And it's in Las Vegas, so there are a lot of other things distracting you from what you're supposed to be doing. Some people I've heard stay up till like 5 in the morning, and then you see them down here at 9 o'clock doing their job, and you wouldn't know one way or the other. But others are in their room at 6 p.m., not going to let anybody talk them into going to dinner or anything, and studying for 12 hours straight. So there's just a lot of different approaches you can take. Either you come here to have fun, or you come here to win, or maybe both. But I've seen the guys that spend 12 hours end up with 0. So you just need. Yeah,
that would be me.
I would be the 5 a.m. guy that ends up with 0. But you need things to go your way for 3 straight days, which is almost impossible.
The first time I went there, I wanted to make sure I was prepared. I looked at every race from every track. I played in the first chance, last chance, handicapped all those races. I was cooked. I took myself out of the game. I put so much pressure on myself. All right, come on, let's go, Ciaran. Get rid of it. I put so much pressure on myself that I never even gave myself a shot. So the next time I went back, I said, I'm just going to try and be a lot more efficient. And that worked out so much better. I just ended up missing the cut, whatever, but everyone has that story. But when you're in an environment like that, it is so different from your daily play.
Yeah.
Because you're shooting for a target. It's not real money, and there's 8 tracks, and it's just a wacky and wild experience. So I would recommend anyone out there who hasn't been to the NHC, play some tournaments, try to qualify. Are you eligible to play? Have you played?
I am.
Before?
Yeah, I've qualified 5 times.
Okay.
I'm probably in about a 3 or 4 year drought, but I try every year, and I always play the Thursday first chance, last chance, no matter what. And wasn't able to get in, but either way, I'm going to be here covering it for FanDuel. I think it would be a little challenging to be in it and to be working as as the host, but I could pull it off. It'd be a good problem to have, but in the meantime, just very fortunate that even if I don't qualify, I get to be in this environment. It's awesome. By the way, I got to show you something. I don't know if we can see my collar.
Well, he's trying to
ice cold.
Ice cold. Oh, it's on.
Is it
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
Ciaran's got his buried under his collar. You can't even see his. That is sweet. I love it.
Yeah. So, what time is it? I think there's 4 hockey games starting at 4 o'clock. So, I got to go at 3. I'm going to go. You'll be able to see me. I'm going to go right on those machines when I leave here. Bet a hockey parlay. So I got a minute and a half more, and it's going to time out nicely because my beer's almost done.
All right, and I'm going to show you this real quick because we like to have fun on the show. And Ciaran gets a little butthurt that.
What do we got?
Here, so Ciaran's claim to fame, and he gets really upset when he doesn't get invited to do handicapping shows, and he relies on the fact that he finished 8th place in the NHC Tour in 2025.
That's all it's saying. 8th place there.
Frank, thank you so much for doing this interview. I know how busy and in demand you are. But before we begin, should I call security on this weirdo? 8th place? Is that even a thing? That's just 7th loser to me.
How do you come up with this stuff?
I thought he was going to show the one where you.
They take little kids' pictures on the number 6.
Let it ride, obviously. Great, very good reference. Ice Cold, thank you so much for joining us. There's his late pick 3. Oh, man, I got to talk to Ciaran again. Thank you, man. You did great work.
Yeah, sorry that you have to get this guy back in the seat. My bad.
You saved me of talking to him for like 10
Hi,
minutes.
Dave. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'll bet the 5 to win here, too.
How about that? Dave Weaver, ladies and gentlemen. I love Dave. He's so good at what he does. Great handicapper. It's so funny. I wish I had told them. Actually, I told them this in person. There's a couple of old school Greek guys who hang out at Del Mar, and Dave was walking by in the paddock, and Spiro goes, "Of all the TV personalities, Dave Weaver's the guy I want to hang out with the most."
Oh no!
Smokes cigars, drinks, gambles, good guy, fun. And I actually introduced him to Dave, and it was like he met Dave is dude's awesome. Well, there's his play. Let's get to our play. Let's look at some probables, Ciaran, going into the next leg. Who's going to be favored?
I'm pulling it up right now. Let's see what we're looking at.
I'm not pivoting, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let Public Assembly beat me. I don't care.
I'm actually, while I was sitting there, Dave just went and bet his paycheck from TVG right now on the 5. So he said he's going to do a 4-team parlay on hockey at the machine right there. He's like, you can show me on, and then I'm going to go bet the 5 to win. So I think I'm actually going to have to pivot because I just want to get up because I don't have that horse,
Well, look what happened. The money showed up on that Sadler horse in the previous race, and it was wrong.
True.
Well, do you like Public Assembly? Let's say Phil wasn't cold. Just evaluate the horse on the horse's own merits. I mean, he's okay. It's okay.
On its own merits, yes, especially with this jockey. Yes, that's why. But it was like I had so many other horses. I was like, I got to pick and choose, and Phil was cold, which is why I didn't, use it. But my pivot will be 5, pick 3, 5 with 6, 4, 7.
You want me to type this?
Yes. So I'm going to do 5 with 6, 4, 7 with 2, 5. $12. That's going to be my pivot on a horse I was kind of thinking of, but I threw it out because the trainer's cold. But then I should be going, I want the trainer to get hot so that my horse can win, later this week.
Did they draw that race yet?
I actually did not look. I was so focused on playing this stuff. I did not look, did not see it yet. All I got was the workout review where Phil was like cursing at Barrios. Oh, look at this. We already told him he's like betting like a degenerate. One Corona, and he's like throwing money away.
He's never met a bet he didn't like. He's like you, but he does it all across the board. He's also a really good sports handicapper.
Oh no, that's his sports on what he does.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Like
Dave,
I learned.
Dave's a real gambler. Like I don't mean that in a derogatory.
No.
Like he's a smart, informed gambler. Really good.
Correct.
Really good at what he does. All right, Ciaran. So let's look at the tote. Mrs. Astor is now 9-5 favored. Okay. Going
let's
forward.
look at the pool. I'm just looking at the pools right now. Well, we got 140K in. There's a lot of hedging on Miss Astor, which is not surprising because we really wanted to like her a lot more, but there was a lot of question marks. 42K to win, 12K to place, 6K to show. It's not like a dominant chalk that we would usually see.
Well, how about this? Because we didn't really talk about the Miss Astor in this leg to the 6 in the next, the double, $7 for 2.
Oh, who's the next lowest?
Oh my God, it's not even close. The 7 at 46. The 6 is going to be 2-5 based on that, right?
Yeah, but I was looking at the pool money here, and the 5 is the people betting on the 5 right now are betting on the nose. They're not hedging. They got 30,000 to win, 6 to place. The guys betting on the 10 are going, yeah, should win, but I'm going to kind of hedge my bet. That's not the kind of chalky chalk you usually want to bet on a race like this. But
Steve D'Amico wants to know what we think of the 4 horse here. You got anything on the 4 horse?
Let's see. Diego for Belfour, sharp work. I didn't toss it. I just put that notes in, and someone was just telling me Diego's out of here. He's going to Gulfstream.
Yeah, he's going to make a move to Gulfstream. He announced that after he won the big cat.
I think he'll do very, very well there. He's going to be a jockey to watch when he gets out, when he starts getting the mounts.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he's leaving, though, because it's not like he was – I mean, he's good. He's still young and learning. But maybe he needs to go there and, beat up on, second-tier jockeys and then come back.
Yes.
Maybe learn a little bit more, whatever it might be.
Because he's been in the top I mean, no matter what people say, I think Santa Anita, California, top colony. I know Pratt is – people go Pratt and Irad are out there, but they get all the cocks, like all the gazillion-dollar horses.
Yeah, they're on 3 to 5 shots every race, so I don't care how good they are. It's not a good gambling product.
Correct.
Who did you use in the middle leg there? I'm trying to look. I don't even remember who the 6 is. Oh, the Bondi horse, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the all turf I'm alive on. I've got 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, I'm looking at that wrong. I got to be looking at that wrong.
Stephen D likes Paradise Lake. Yeah, I think Paradise Lake and Public Assembly are pretty much the same horse. I ended up not liking either of them. I'm worried about the distance for Paradise Lake. And, Public Assembly has been beaten by a bunch of these already. I've been told, so don't
I
listen
agree.
to me.
I agree with Frank on Paradise Lake. So you guys should go bet that horse right now because how many times lately has that happened? Because I went faded going longer, so that I thought the distance was an issue, and Urton's only 6%. But we've said that probably in the last 2 weeks, 3 or 4 times. Both of us agreed, fade the horse, and what happened? Win.
Yeah, the problem, like, it's been so weird for me. It's like I've done really well in races where I like kind of had like a lukewarm opinion, but there have been several races this meet where I either felt super strongly about a horse as a single or super strongly against a horse, and I was wrong almost every time.
Yep.
There at the gate. Good luck, everyone. I think the best result for both of us would be the 8. Good price you have on the all turf. Good way to start the late pick 3, right?
Correct.
All right. Good luck, everyone. I don't know. Anyone got an opinion there? I think the 8 might have held on. We have got Resolve on this show so many times, always run second or third. It would just be like that horse to beat me on the line today. Oh, Take a Breath was so much the best. I don't know what Haramia was doing. First part of the race, 3 wide the whole time, moves early. Ah!
Just the way you want.
Oh my God, look who is in the house.
What's up?
Are you kidding me?
Dude,
hold on, let me put this banner up. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only 2026 NHC champion. $800,000 richer or more, right? Oh, man.
Somebody had to run hot. Thank God it was me.
84 cents. That
80,
was.
It doesn't matter how small it is, right?
No, that was great. Like the math came out great.
I didn't think I got it. To be honest,
we didn't. The split on the second one.
I really thought I was like, dude, I'm gonna commit to myself.
No, we felt the same, but it split great. Like they paid a little bit less. I mean, it was meant to be.
Well, as soon as the race
and that LA Times article, like we knew, we've been saying for years, you were going to get it. You've been so close so many times. That was great.
It's crazy.
Well, Dylan Donnelly, ladies and gentlemen, dude, congratulations. No, I don't think anyone is more worthy of this award than you because you have been an absolute beast in BCBC live money tournaments. Everywhere you go, you are always in the hunt. I don't even know what to ask you. I mean, like, did you like that horse? Did you need a 10-1? Like, walk us through your process for that last race.
Oh, shit. I mean, I thought Coco Sam was going to be tough in that last race, so I went with the 11-1 in the race prior to Oaklawn to try to get me the lead because I didn't want to have to be chasing. And that horse ran like dog shit, so but I knew I was in a good spot. I didn't think I was going to get blocked.
Okay.
Because I was like, those guys are $10 apart. Like they're taking the chalks. Someone's gonna, go wishy-washy or whatever. And I didn't even know the guy had the 6 horse.
We didn't either. We saw it on the screen.
I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, oh, I definitely didn't get there.
Well, when they made it official, I don't know if it was the win or the place. One of them was 80 cents. And I said to Ciaran, that 80 cents could actually matter because it paid a little bit on the high side. And he's like, oh, wait, you're right. And then they announced you won by 84 cents. So who ran second? Frank Polk?
None Above the Law ran his normal race.
No, in the tournament.
Oh, Frank Polk. Yeah.
Is he a California guy? I feel like I know him.
No, he's
from
Oklahoma.
The name anyway.
He told me he's from Oklahoma.
Okay, then maybe it's a different guy than I'm thinking of. Yeah, that was a pretty salty field there, though, going into the final table. But look, we're telling people on the show, this tournament is a grind. It is not easy. I mean, so many things have to be right.
That's the.
Yeah, I mean, I had
$50
and zero the first day, but to be honest, I wasn't stressing. Like $50 on day one, you're fine. Like I was just pretty even keeled and just hit a few on Saturday, and I was in like 26th, 28th, 24th going into today, and it's huge that you are not like barely making the cut. Because the early Sunday races are pretty bad. Like there's just a lot of smaller fields and it's tough to make up ground. But I mean, I had like a 3-1. I had a 29-1 run second. I just kind of chipped away the whole time.
Did you have a target number to make the cut? I mean, it's usually around 170, 180.
Yeah, they usually say 170, 180. And I think I had 207 at the end, so I was like, all right, we're good. The last like 6 races, I was chilling. I was like, all right, so that's a good, relaxing feeling, and you don't have to. I mean, if I'm $6 out of the cut, and I like an 8-5, I'm not playing really the 8-5. Like I'm going to play someone bigger.
So
who knows how many chances you're going to have to win this thing? So. You gotta
go for it.
You literally have to. So.
Well, let me ask you this. I didn't get to pay that close attention to the leaderboard because we were busy doing shows. But at one point I looked up, I saw you were in the hunt, but how far back were you at some point when you were like in the top 10? Were you like significantly back? Did you have to make a big run?
$40. I was $40 back. I was $40 going into the behind the leader, going into the final table. And the very first race I played a 3-1. I was like, hey, I'm chilling.
And it ran great. That was the difference. Doing the favorite was literally.
Yeah, like I'm not. You can't.
Favorites. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, it's,
I was talking to Mike McNansky from Barstool Sports, who was playing in the last chance, first chance for the first time about some strategies, and we talked about that. You don't have to pick a 10-1 in every race. You need a good mix and match as long as you're going to get to your target. Because that 3-1 at the end of the day absolutely matters. It could be the difference between making the cut or not. And it turns out here that you got the winner, you got the points, you moved up the leaderboard, and that put you in a position to, make some noise. It's the game within the game.
Yeah, I mean, I played 3-1 early yesterday. I was like, I thought the horse should have been 7-5, so I'm gonna try to get $12.
Great value. I was telling the story before about over the summer. Me and a bunch of my friends after one of the tournaments where
you got to roll out and go to your.
And there was a table next to us of very nice ladies, and one of them kept looking over at us. She just kept looking over, like I could tell she was kind of eavesdropping. And at one point, she got up and she said, "Excuse me, guys and gals." Terry was there, and a couple of other of our partners. And I don't mean to interrupt, but I hear you talking about horse racing and tournaments. And can I just ask, do you guys know Dylan Donnelly? And we all were like, yes, of course.
Was that my aunt?
Yeah, she goes, he's my nephew. Yeah.
Unless you got a pick for us here. Did you handicap?
Terry had a great conversation. Like, they exchanged numbers, and we're like, Dylan's the best, and whatever. She's like,
we were on a hot
I love Dylan so much. He's my favorite. I said, we all love Dylan. And not only do we love him, the dude is a freaking amazing horse player. That was a cool moment.
Yeah, no, she was like, hey, I ran into some people at, I forgot what it was, retroactive.
Yeah, retroactive, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It ran hot. Someone's got to do it. And, why not me?
Yeah, but come on, don't be so modest. You have to make some tough decisions. There's a lot of game theory involved. You're not just, when you're playing a tournament, you can't just play in a bubble, right? I mean, you can for a little bit, but then at some point you have to look at the leaderboard and say, okay, what do I need to do to get me where I need to be to win this thing? Yeah. So your point was like that 3-1 was a great decision.
Yeah.
You ran hot in terms of your handicapping and whatnot, but there is so much going on. We had Steve-O on the show, Steve Simonovich, yesterday, and he was in a position where he needed a price to get to the cut. Right, so he put himself in a position where he was in striking range. Didn't work out for him, but every decision he made in those 2 days, getting to that point.
100%.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go. I need to talk to Doug O'Neill and go.
Go do your thing.
I gotta go meet Crazy Cavalier.
Dylan, thank you so much for taking the time.
My hair, like a bottle of.
Yeah. Everyone's yelling at me to let's hurry up and go fight.
Go celebrate. Enjoy the moment. Thanks for taking the time. Really appreciate it. All right. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Donnelly. How about that? We're so proud of you. That's Texas Terry. Congrats, Dylan. Great doing.
Of course, I have to send it. I love it. Are you going to be out next week?
Oh, man. That is amazing. Well, it was worth sending Mark Gelding out there because for him to get Dylan Donnelly on the show, how about that?
Yep. We got a picture of the winning ticket. Let me see if I can upload. Oh, hey, I'm out of here. I got the bums rush again. Look, we got Mike, Texas Mike from Sam Houston now. Everyone's rolling in. You got to give us a pick in this race. Right here.
This race coming up?
Yeah.
What?
Just go chalk. Do what Frank says. Just do a Frank special. Do all. And you'll be a genius on the show.
Well, Ciaran, do you have to relocate?
No, we're good.
Give me a second, please.
We're gonna have a guest on, but he's like, I didn't handicap Santa Anita. I was like,
I did. I just put it in a different way.
You got to actually give us a pick. But hey, couldn't happen to a better guy. We're really huge fans of Dylan. I'm going to actually upload the winning ticket here if I can figure out how to do it here in a second, Frank.
All right. Well, I'll talk about this race here.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Frank.
No, I was just going to look at the odds board. Twisted Humor 2-5. Taking all the money. Let's look at the will pays while Ciaran's finding his stuff.
Well, this was Dave's. When I talked to Dave earlier before the scratch happened, I went 2-6 in this race, and he was like, well, I'm all about the 6, and it's going to be even a shorter price because the 2 scratch. And I went, really? The 2 scratched? And if you looked at my ticket, I kind of went 2-6, but then I did a chaos ticket with the 4-7. Frank, if you said, Ciaran, you're not allowed to bet the chalk in here, who are you betting? Believe it or not, the horse I would probably land on is the 7 with Tyler Bays on. So that should tell you.
I'm going to say, Ciaran, find the picture.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
well,
I can talk for 2 minutes. Maybe I can give an opinion first. Find the picture.
All right.
Yeah, because it's important. I mean, we're here to have fun, but we're also here to gamble. You see our picks. We have them up in the chat room. Actually, I was talking to Dylan. I don't know. Did my 8 hold on in that race?
Yeah, we won, Frank, and I'm alive.
Okay. You didn't even talk about it.
No, that was a great finish to it, and my all turf is alive to my single in the last race. That was perfect. That was a great start. All our tickets are alive.
Who's your single?
2 in the last race is my single.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Hey, I was so frustrated because we back resolved several times.
Oh, yeah.
And he does the same thing she looks like she's gonna win,
yes.
And someone always gets the nose down in front of her. I thought today she was gonna beat us. I was gonna lose my mind.
I know I was sitting on the side and you couldn't hear me, but a lot of what Dylan said is not tournament just wise, even real money gambling. His first race in a tournament chasing 800K was the 3-1 favorite. And many times people get caught up, and we talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
You don't toss favorites. When I started playing contests, I was all like, yeah, if the horse is not 8-1 or more, I'm not betting it because I'm never going to win. And then I started seeing myself like Frank Polk, who came in second today, 84 cents it cost him. And there was a number of tournaments where I had bet a 20-1 horse because I refused to bet a 5-2 favorite. And it's the same way with live money. I was talking to Dylan before he came on. I was like, he thought the horse should have been 2-1 or less. And 3-1 was value. Value does not mean
I think he said 8-5. He thought that horse should have been the 8-5 favorite, was getting 3-1.
And a lot of people, they'll still complain. Value does not mean a long shot. Yep. Value means if you think a horse is going to be a certain price and it's higher than what you think, that is value. And that's how you got to bet. If you think a horse is going to be 9-5 and you love it and you're getting 4-1 and you still love it, you bet it. You don't toss it because of that.
That is a great point, Ciaran. And the other thing, when you're playing in these mythical tournaments, and you may have a different opinion because it's going to sound very strange when I say it, but a 15-1 in a mythical tournament with 800 people pays more like a 6-1 because so many people are going to have it.
Yes.
That 3-1 that everyone is avoiding because it's 3-1 may pay like an 8-1, and that could be the difference.
And today, that was the difference. The very first leg, I believe it was him and one. It might have been just him, but I think it might have been the guy who was in the 10th spot. They were the only 2 who had that one. And halfway through that race, you were like, this one is a lock. And then we looked up, we're like, oh my God, 3-1 on a tournament like this. Usually these races on Sundays, you don't have the best races. The chalks win a lot. And if you've got a big lead, that leader had $27 on everyone. And that's
wait, the leader had what? What? I missed it.
He was $27 up on everyone.
The guy usually
in first was up 27. That's usually on Sundays, usually at the NHC, that is a pretty big
Right, because you need like a 9-to-1 shot, right, to
Yes.
catch it. Okay.
But you know that 3-to-1 ends up being like $12, and then you get another $8, and then look, he won by 84 cents, and that's
I mean, that if that place pay or whatever it was wasn't $12.80, if it was just if it was $11.60, he loses.
Yes.
I mean, it's so crazy. But like Ciaran said, if there's anyone who deserved it, it was absolutely.
I've been a huge fan of his. He came really close a couple of years ago. It's not his first time on the final table. I will say, big shout out, Dan Piazza, won it last year. To be at the final table 2 years in a row, you guys do not realize how hard this stuff is in the world, and to do it back to back and almost do it again is like, wow.
It's remarkable. I mean, I think maybe I'm don't quote me on this, but I know this for a fact, but I don't know if he was the only person. But Jose Arias, our good friend,
yes,
then ran second. It wasn't back-to-back years, but that's remarkable. He put himself in position to be the first back-to-back, not for the first two-time winner of the tournament. Ended up second, didn't work out. But you're right. For what's the gentleman's name? Mike Piazza? No, not Dan Piazza.
Dan Piazza. Yes.
Yeah. Remarkable achievement. Like to do it 2 years in a row, like that's crazy. I can't even imagine.
I'm trying to. Our thing keeps saying you're out of space when I try to upload this thing. Let's see.
You gotta delete. Let me delete something. What are you doing? A video or a picture?
I'm gonna have. Mike went to get a beer. So.
Are you doing a video or a picture?
It's just a picture, but it's not taking it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe...
let me delete something. I'm gonna delete Ciaran as the All Turf King because that's dead.
I already deleted it. I already deleted it.
We did it at the same time. You can always re-edit. It's not like it's gone forever. All right, try to do it now. It might work now.
All right.
I like your handle, by the way.
8th place.
No, it's new. You changed it.
Which one is it now? Frank's Valet. Oh, yeah. Actually, it's pretty much what everyone said. Hey, while I figure it out, here's Mike from my outside of California. This is my favorite track. I am looking forward to them opening the Signal again. They have some of the best racing. If you're ever in Houston, you absolutely have to go to this track. Sam Houston, you probably see me talk about it a lot. And he's going to have a pick, and we're going to talk smack if he doesn't hit it.
Hold on, I'm changing something here. Okay. Mike. Hello, Mike. I am Frank Scatoni.
How are you? I'm getting old and I don't move as quick as I used to.
Hey, you and me both, my friend. I would like to put your name up on the screen so everyone knows who you are. It's Mike, and what's the last name?
I'll spell it for you. STEIN, D as in David, LER.
Steindler?
Correct.
All right. How about that?
Close enough.
Let me put that up there. Good?
You got it.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Thank you for joining us, by the way. I know it's been a long 3 days. How was your tournament?
Well, I'm sure you're aware now that what transpired at the NHC, it's exciting and an emotional NHC as I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And there's still a buzz in the room, although it's pretty much emptied out. Dylan Donnelly is someone who most contest players, if they don't know him, they're at least aware of him.
Yeah.
Remarkable story, remarkable handicapper, remarkable human being. Quick story about him. He came to a contest at Sam Houston a few years ago. We all went out, he and several others of us went out for dinner afterwards. And he had on a old ratty Pittsburgh Penguins stocking cap because it was cold that night. Yeah. When we drove back, he left it in my car. So 2 years later, I think it was last year, I gave it back to him at the NHC.
You held on to it for 2 years until you saw him again?
And he wore that to get to the finals table.
No way. Oh, my goodness.
But he didn't have it with him this year, but he did. He not only got to the table this year, he won it all.
So
And
you're based in Houston, and Sam Houston, is that your home track?
say again, I'm sorry.
Where are you based?
I live in Waxahachie, Texas, which is about an hour south of Dallas.
Okay.
I worked for many years at Sam Houston Race Park.
Oh, okay.
I've retired 5 times, but
just when you thought you were out, they pull you back
I think
in.
this last January I finally retired for good. But I may still help them out on contests a little bit. But
Yeah,
I'm essentially retired.
Ciaran raves about Sam Houston. I have never been there. I've done a lot of media work with Nick Tamaro. I know he's doing some good stuff down there.
Nick was here this
why you guys
weekend.
give us a signal so we can bet it.
I don't want to get into that.
It's not your fault. No, I know. We won't talk about that.
It's terrible. Nick was here.
Yeah.
Nick was here this weekend. He came in Thursday. He left Friday night.
Yeah.
And he, myself, and Trey Stiles, on behalf of Sam Houston, we hosted a reception at Old Reds. We probably had about 100 people at that reception from the NHC.
I know Trey. I've known Trey for a very long time. I used to be the editor of the Horse Player magazine with Tom Quigley, and Trey was a frequent contributor to our column. And I don't know if the streak is still alive, but at some point he had qualified for the NHC like 20 times in a row or something, which is a remarkable accomplishment. Trey Stiles, I'm talking about.
Look, yeah, Trey's still here. He was here this weekend. He's qualified 24 straight years.
Yeah. If you don't know how hard that is, I'm telling the audience right now, that is not an easy thing to do. Trey is one of the sharpest players out there consistently. Used to contribute for the Horse Player magazine when I was editor, and now does a lot of analysis for Sam Houston. I think he's one of the track handicappers, right?
Yeah, Trey and Nick do the Sharpie Time handicapping show, and up until last year, I did it with Trey on Sundays.
Okay, nice.
And on other times, as a substitute. But
So
this
if-
year, I just the commute was getting too much for me at my age.
Okay, fair enough. I don't want to keep you too long, but I do have one question. I'm very interested because whenever I meet someone new who has so much passion for the game, I have to ask, what is your origin story? How did you get hooked on racing? How did it all start?
That's a good question. I've got the answer to it.
All right.
My father despised gambling. We grew up in Michigan, and we took a Christmas vacation out to California, and I think I was a sophomore in high school, maybe a junior, I don't know. Something possessed him to take me to Santa Anita for the afternoon. Santa Anita, as you well know, is absolutely intoxicating.
Magical. God's racetrack.
And I made one $2 show bet the whole day. I still remember the name of the horse. It was McCloskey.
Wow.
I don't remember if he came in first, second, or third, but I cashed the show ticket for maybe $6 or $7. And I thought this is the easiest thing in the world. Yeah.
I love it. I have a similar story, but
I
with
was-
editor's note in the Belmont Stakes. That was the first time I went to the track, and I won, and I said, this is easy.
I was an attorney for 35 years before I started working at Sam Houston after I retired as a lawyer.
Okay.
And as my dad was older and I'd go to visit him, I'd take him to the Rotary Club, his Rotary Club meetings. He would always introduce me as his guest, but he would mention I was a retired lawyer, but he wouldn't mention I was working at the racetrack.
Yeah.
And I was working there 60, 70 hours a week.
That is
putting
so
everything
wild.
I had into it. But as far as he was concerned, that was like a job of being the Walmart greeter.
Well, it's a good thing that he despised gambling because that probably made you want to do it a lot more. If he had despised something a little more acceptable, like being a lawyer, I mean, you pursued that career anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that he didn't approve of gambling probably gave you the little bug a little bit, a little rebellious streak in you. We're going to have to go, but real quick, Texas Terry, my girlfriend and the executive producer of the show, she is from Floresville, Texas, and she knows, I can't even pronounce it again, Waxahachie?
Yeah, the Waxahachie, close enough.
Yeah, there she goes, border town of Texas and Arkansas. Okay.
No,
All right,
it's just
well,
south of Dallas.
South
About
of Dallas.
45 minutes south of Dallas.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time,
My
Mike.
pleasure.
Hey, if you hear of anything from Sam Houston, or you know what, I know Nick, I'll reach out to him. If there's anything we can do to help you guys do something together, whatever it may be, we're all about building this community of horse players. So thank you for joining us. And, you know, there's still a couple more races to make some money. So we're going to try and gamble this late double here.
Yeah, well, I'll give you my double pick real quick.
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay, I like the 3-6 with the 1-4-9.
Hold on. Okay.
Get out of here. We're all about the 2 on the next leg.
3-6 with 1-4-9?
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike.
My
Good luck
pleasure.
with everything.
Thank you.
Real pleasure meeting you.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right. Mike Styler, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Woo.
That was fun.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right. We have 0 minutes to close. Twisted Humor is still the one to do favorite. Let's see who's favorite in the next
Is
leg.
that stream stored anywhere?
The 9.
Is the stream of this
The
stored
9
anywhere?
is favored in the next leg. Who is the 9? Rosa Parks.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's the other Phil horse, you know, that I kind of use defensively, Frank, but fresh shoe for Phil.
I'm not overwhelmed by her. I mean, I don't think she should be that.
No, and my thing was cuts back, but the works were uninspiring. And one of the things we've seen, and I know Phil's horses are working really, really fast in the mornings. And if they have crappy works, they've not usually been winning, and we've not seen a lot of his horses win. And my notes were used defensively on a ticket, which is why I've got it on my tickets. But if you want to beat it, that's a horse to beat. And if you're saying that is taking the money, oof.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I got to see what I'm alive to here. 6, 3, 4.
Unless, how long do we have? They're loading. We got Tyler here. Ready to.
Well, let's have him come on after because we got to watch this race. If that's okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my all turf is all about the horse Mike doesn't have in the last, Miss Kitty Boom Boom. I hope I get some Miss Kitty Boom Boom here. We are in Vegas. That's a Vegas name. Come on.
Kitty Boom Boom Boom. All right. Good luck, everybody. We'll be back after the race.
I take back everything I said about Sam Houston. Do not go to that track. Texas Mike is dead to me.
What happened?
How are we going to get the 1-4-9?
His horse won, and he knocked me out. And you, I think, do you have that in your?
Of course I did, Ciaran. Come on.
Oh, you did all again?
No. 6, 3, 4. Boom. I'm alive to 5, 6, 2 in the nightcap there. Unfortunately, we did not do a community ticket, but you know what? That's okay. This is a special show.
We had so many people on.
Yeah, no, this is a special show. I don't mind. We
Frank.
talked a lot. We put our picks out before the show started, so it's all good.
There's the winning NHC ticket. There's an 850K ticket right there.
OMG. 2 win plays.
That's the ticket right there that won the NHC.
That's Dylan's actual ticket? Or did you find that in the garbage can?
No, Dylan gave it to me while we were there. That's the real, legit. That's the winning ticket. Live on Double Trouble Live here, Santa Anita.
You're going to give it back, right? You're not going to put it on eBay and try to sell it?
No, he has it. He took it back. He just let me take a picture.
Otherwise, we'll get it framed for him and laminated and, blown up. Dude, that is so awesome.
That's his winning ticket right there.
OMG. Wow.
Are we going to reclaim it? I mean, we kind of know people. I mean.
Kind of know people what?
We kind of know people. Like, we got the winning ticket from the guy who won the NHC. I mean, they just come by and tolerate us.
Oh, you want a compliment. That's what you want. Okay, here. Terry gave you a compliment. Great on-site hosting, King.
All right, here, I'm going to show this before he hops on. This is our tournament guru right here. Should I let him see the video? Yes. There.
Mark, play in my tournaments at first. The top guys at the NHC are my guys. Is there an open bar? Yes.
Not all bad.
You got some love. Oh, did it come out?
Can't hear anything.
Really?
Oh wait, I got muted again. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're on mute. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. You know what?
Bingo card. Frank on mute.
I have to apologize for Mark Gelding. He is our unpaid intern, but we do pay him in beers. So I think he was just trying to show you his appreciation for everything you do with the little double kiss on the cheek there.
Well, I'm sure he is.
What's up, my man? You were working hard yesterday, and here you are, right back.
Here we go, man. We can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. This is a hell of a weekend, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. I was introduced here back in 2017. It turned me on to tournaments, and here we are, 9 years later.
Well, I know you know Dylan Donnelly very well because he has been playing tournaments for a very, very long time. Supports Santa Anita, supports Del Mar. Obviously plays a lot on Express Bet.
I'm going to miss on this leg.
How cool is that Double D? And I've seen you hanging out with him in the tournament room. I'm like, you guys are buds.
It's insane. So he came out for Breeders' Cup, I think 2020, where he got third place. And that was the first time we met. And it was just a matter of tournament host and tournament player. And then I think he invited me out for his birthday one day. And it was all from there on out. We're just friends. We live 20 minutes away from each other.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's incredible to see him do this. I've seen him grind through the years and push on all these tournaments, and he's always trying. My least favorite thing about him is whenever he buys into a tournament, he'll text me. He'll at least give me fair warning, but he'll text me in the morning and he'll say, "I love somebody in race 2. I'm gonna hammer it," and I'm like, "I hate you. Please." I'm like, as much as I want you to win, don't win, because then he's gonna shoot up to the top. And deter everybody from entering in, because we're open to race 5. Like, don't kill. That's usually my response is, don't kill my entries. Please don't kill my entries.
Oh my God. That is so funny because he is not afraid to jump out of the gate. Like if he likes something, it doesn't matter if it's the first race or the 7th race.
Yep. It matters to me. It matters to me.
Early, right?
Yeah. No, when he has a strong opinion, he's not afraid to unload. Exactly that. That's why
you win it,
which is kind of incredible because a tournament like this too, there's no unloading. It's more structured.
That's
it's
right.
More,
the mythicals, yeah.
It's a grind within a grind. You have to pick which races are most valuable, and you have to pick the right horses. It's insane what these guys do here.
That's the amazing thing about Dylan Donnelly. For him to win this, because the mythical structure is a lot different than the live bankroll. And he is a beast at the live bankroll. I mean, I think he was second to the BCBC one year or the NHC Tour. Like, he's had so much success. I know so much success in the live money stuff. So for him to come and win a $2 mythical win place over 3 days at the NHC, like, talk about an all-around, unbelievable handicapper, horse player, and tournament player.
It's an incredible grind, honestly. And then, I mean, today I was actually very happy going into the final table. Well, let's start out before. Whoever made the cut, we had 9 people from that earned their way through ExpressBet that made the cut out of the 83. So that was great in and of itself.
That's amazing.
And then we had 3 of those people get to the final table, but not failing to mention other people who play with us too, like Ken Jordan. Ken Jordan's an avid tournament player with us too, and he got in there too. So we had like almost 3 or 4, however you want to see it, of the top 10 people to here today. So that was incredible on my end. I love seeing stuff like that.
Tyler, though, but like, you're being modest. This didn't just happen overnight. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't just pop up and say, we're hosting tournaments, come play with us. You have been building this community for like 10 years, maybe even more. I mean, you guys have always been so player friendly. Embrace the live bankroll tournaments. Whether you're playing in a $40 tournament or an $8,000 tournament, there's something for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, so pat yourself on the back. I know you're so modest. Whenever I tweet something nice about Tyler, he's like, "Oh man, thanks so much." But I don't know. Like, I was like, dude, take a little bit of credit.
No, I know, but you know what? It's a team building thing, right? So like, I can't take full credit for it. Like Nate Newby, the GM at Santa Anita,
yeah, we love Nate.
And I'm not here touting him off. Like, he is honestly, he started doing tournaments on track. I can't remember how far back. I think 2009 or something. Before I was even into horse racing fully. So I got introduced.
I was playing in those $40 on track tournaments with Jose Arias. We were both like 25. Pete Fornatel would come out. This had to be back. I think it's before 2009, to be honest with you.
Could have been. Yeah.
Those were the hardest tournaments ever. It was a $40 to win 500. You had Duke Matisse, you had James Henry, you had Dennis DeCower, you had all the smartest guys in horse racing playing for $500. I learned so much playing in those on-track tournaments. But anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but those were great.
No, that's perfect. I mean, honestly, he understands the value of the tournaments, what they bring to horse players. But beyond that, even, you're talking about $40, and it taught you so much. That's exactly it. One thing that I've seen over the years is we do a lot of feeders and qualifiers and then big boys. But, like, I've seen people feed, play the $40 miss, play the $40 miss, play the $40 hit, get into a 500 and maybe miss, but then we see these players develop some confidence behind them, and then instead of trying to feed into the qualifier, they're buying straight into the qualifier.
Yeah, you buy in, yeah.
They gained experience, they gained confidence in what a tournament is, and then they start actually like pursuing it actively. It's incredible to see that development in a player, and I've seen it on multiple occasions.
Yeah, I mean, when Jose Arias won the NHC, me and Pete Fornatel were looking at each other and we were like, I remember standing by the what is it called, where the rewards thing is near the press elevator.
Yeah.
You know, so the guy who used to run the tournament, we'd all be standing there waiting, and like, Jose, like, what do you think? He's like, I don't know, I had the winner, but this guy had it too. He'd come out and he would start to write on a whiteboard like the results, and we're all sitting there waiting. Like a $40 tournament for like, it was so valuable, and the quality of players there. And then Jose went to win the NHC. All the guys, like, I learned so much from Dennis DeCower. Just Duke Matisse. Like I said, those were the toughest tournaments I've ever played in.
Yeah, no, it's insane to see all those players.
Well, tell us what you got going on. What do we have to look forward to?
So we have a lot going on. We have a stack of tournaments coming up. We do have, obviously, Florida Derby right around the corner 2 weeks from now. We have the Santa Anita Derby the following week. We also have Gold Cup and other $500 tournaments spread out throughout. And closing day, of course, is Santa Anita. I mean, what we like to do is we like to do a lot of different value bets, as you guys speak of all the time. And I follow Quigley here, and he said today in the late pick 3, we had $408,000 in the late pick 3, and that's the largest one to date. So thank you to everybody that supports our
Last
wagers.
year, 258.
That's the DTL Crew right there representing FanDuel, Christina Blacker and Curtis Both gave shout outs to the $3 late pick 3, spreading the word. I mean,
we love it. We try to create these wagers for you guys, and with your support, we're able to create more and more. It's amazing. Like this, we love doing the Coast to Coast and the Sunset Six and all these other wagers out there. Some of them are tough, and they're really tough to handicap. But if you handicap them well and you score, it's amazing.
Yeah, and I get it. Back in the old OTB days when the horse player didn't exactly have the greatest reputation, those days are over. The horse players are smart now. They understand value. They don't want to feel like they're the mugs. They want to feel like they have an advantage. Santa Anita has given us an opportunity to feel like we can actually win. Like we just got to beat the next guy. So thank you for saying that and acknowledging us. The only thing we ask in return, and this is coming directly from Terry, our executive producer, if people want to play in these ExpressBet tournaments, they need to have an ExpressBet account.
Yes.
Where's our QR code, man? We want to send you business.
I know. I am talking to Dustin, our marketing guy, and we're going to get you guys a promo code to get you guys signed up, to get you guys some new players and some new player action here. But any questions that you may have, reach out.
Turn the money.
No, I know. I love it. I love everybody trying to get into these tournaments, and it's incredible. At events like this, I get to reach out to some players that I never met before that maybe play online with ExpressBet. And that's why I love coming here. It's a big social event is what it is. It's handicappers galore. But some of these guys I would never have met if I didn't come out here. Some of them I see all the time on our leaderboard, and then I see their name on their chair, and I walk up to them like, hey, nice to meet you formally. Like, it's incredible that you guys support us. Thank you so much. So always a big thank you to the horse players, without a doubt.
I know how hard you work because I see you when I'm at Santa Anita, behind the scenes, all that stuff. But you're right. It's a little difficult because, look, I'm from New York, and I know that East Coast has television. If it's not in the tri-state area, it doesn't exist. So when the New Yorkers and the East Coasters come out to tournaments like this, that gives you an opportunity to clue them in on what's going on. And I really think I love so much that you brought up the $400,000 pool in the late pick 3. The word is getting out there. And again, I'm a New Yorker, and I take pride in that. Ideas and trends come west, and they go east, and then the east puts a spin on it and takes the credit for it. So we are slowly getting them on board. They're understanding these $3, the low takeout, high minimum bets. We have an advantage. It's like overlay central. It's amazing. So thank you guys. Thanks for everything you do, man. And thank you for taking the time to come on the show. And we see you in the chat room. Like, you're a real supporter of our show, and that means a lot to us.
Absolutely. No, we appreciate everything that you guys do, and all the people that support you guys are also supporting us. So anything that I could do to help you guys out, feel free to reach out to me. I'm on Twitter, Wagering Tyler. Please be patient with me. Those DMs sometimes don't come through from new players, but tag me or something. Reach out to me anytime.
Yeah, now look, we know you're busy, but yeah, I mean, we're building a real nice community here. We talk about the ExpressBet and the tourneys all the time. If our audience doesn't have an account and wants to play in a tournament, let's get them hooked up, man. So when you have some time, let's make it happen.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, brother. You're the best. Tyler Frasco, everyone. ExpressBet. Woo!
Thank you, buddy.
How about this? John Allwell, Brooklyn John, the Sam Houston guy, made me play the 3. Beautiful. Look at, I mean, I don't know where else you can get this great gambling information. Brooklyn John was just complimenting Houston Mike.
Oh, yeah.
He gave out the 3, and John played the horse to win. And how about that price? That's pretty good.
Oh, I mean, I think I told him, I was like, I went to play their contest when I was chasing the tour last year, Frank. First time I'd ever been there. That first time I went in, I was like, holy smokes. I mean, it's one of my favorite.
I told him that you raved about it.
I was like, it's one of my favorite tracks. It's like a 3-hour flight, direct flight. Went there. Like, even on a Friday, they had like a college night where they had beers that were like, you know, the giant cans of beers were like $2. And I was like, are you kidding me? And they had a bunch of young gamblers, but it wasn't like the gamblers we see going to the concerts out here at the tracks. They were actually gambling, if you know what I mean. And the turf course was great.
Well, the other thing, Ciaran, and it sounds like they're a real class operation, and They respect
100%.
their tournament players and the horse players. Didn't they had you guys in? Didn't they have you in the winner's circle and named the race after your dad, celebrating him? Was that Sam Houston?
Yeah, he heard the story about my dad, and he was like, we were sitting literally at this table last year, and he's like, come out in April. I'll do something for you, because he heard what I did. Like I try to go to every racetrack, and, my dad was a horse guy, so I try to visit as many tracks around the world as I can. And he's like, when you come out in April, we'll do something. I was like, all right. So we actually took the whole family out, and we roll in, and he's like, all right, so here's your race named. And I was like, okay. And then winner's circle in the program, like it was like some cool stuff. And it wasn't like one of those things where they were trying to impress. That's just what they do out there. Like it's Texas hospitality, if you know what I mean.
Right. Everyone's welcome. They make you feel like
they go above and beyond without expecting anything in return. Like that's just what they do out there. And it was the same thing when, I just found out San Diego State did not get into the tournament. Whatever.
What?
Yeah. One last team in, no chance. But when we went there, which is crazy because we were in the finals 3 years ago, so that should have been enough to get in. But we are in this new era of college basketball where the billionaires compete with the millionaires when they buy the players. But
it's not college basketball anymore, unfortunately.
I'm almost done with it. It's kind of like the minor leagues without. It's going to be it used to be where you looked forward to Cinderella teams getting in, and even this year, Miami of Ohio, 31-1. People were doubting if they would get in. Back in the day, that was automatic. Now you got the Big Ten and the SEC. They got 20 teams each, and you got the team that's 14-14 gets in because they all play each other. Oh, we lost Frank. Bingo card. Where did Frank go? Oh, he's back. So Frank, you're muted, Frank.
I went to splash my face because I was falling asleep with you talking about SDSU. I want to go back to Sam Houston. If you remember, maybe for the next show, you can upload the picture that you have.
Oh, yes.
It's awesome. And I want to give them credit for doing that because they make the player feel special. Customer service is not that hard, ladies and gentlemen.
You would think it is.
LD happens to love Sam Houston.
Oh, it's such a nice track. So Frank, you know what the 2 is paying on the all turf today, which is Y single on my all turf? $2,500. So we're all about the number 2 right now. Like, holy smokes, this is going to be a good all turf.
I gotta even look. This show is so dizzying to me. Yeah, and I have the 2 in the late pick 3.
So there you go. You win the late
pick
3.
We're both alive. Yep. Quick though, Charlie said this. Leonard Powell was on Mike Wellman this morning and said the 7 was a winner. Uh-oh. This is not usually Leonard Powell's move. He usually gives them one. What do you have on the 7? This horse is coming over from Longchamp in France, but it's a great British bred. I don't know.
I'm not happy that I'm not on it.
What price is this horse? Let's try to do some forensic accounting here. 11-1, dead on the board.
I had it on some backup tickets. French Invader for Powell. Of course, Powell is going to get the French horse. Right. He's actually, and I think you wrote about it too. Powell used to be lethal on these imports.
Not anymore, right?
No, not anymore. But actually, the same can be said for Phil. And if there's 2 trainers who know what they're looking at when they're taking these imports in from Europe, it just might be the stock has kind of sucked for the last 2 years. But
you're right. Phil used to be automatic bet first in the country.
One of the things, and that is actually a scary one for me, the works are lightning works for a horse that just got off the boat. And usually when you see these horses, when they come in from Europe, a lot of times when you look at it, and you see when they first make their debut, they'll be debuting in March, but they arrived here in August or July. I believe this one just arrived, if you know what I mean, and then is working bullets. So this is a horse that went, oh yeah, I like the California weather.
Well, that's true. Yeah, and the going probably likes the firm turf a little bit.
And
I
then
actually thought it was a prep race for a two-turn race, but I
I
could
don't
be wrong.
know.
So hold on, Charlie. Thank you for that information. I appreciate it, and you're sharing it with everybody. But here's the thing: whoever listened to that show is not listening to Leonard Powell because the horse is dead on the board, and the horse didn't really take any money in the multis. Do you want to look at the multi pool?
Yeah, let's look and see where they're like. That usually gives us an idea. Let's see. So double right now, Frank. Wow, the 9 is the favorite at 319.
Wow, I'm against the 9.
I'm against the 9 too. But look at that. I mean, 7-2 morning line. The 2 is second choice at 336.
Okay.
And we go up to the 1 at 405, which means if you really like the 1, you're getting a better price than you should based on
I have the 1 as a B. I didn't really love the 1. I liked others more. Did you have anything on the 1? That's the Papa Padromo horse, right?
Yeah, I mean, Giraud for Papa are 31%, 1 last out under this jockey, and 2 or 3 in a sharp work.
Yeah, I mean, the horse is in very good form, but like this is a much tougher group. I don't know.
Well, let's pick 3, Frank. So on the pick 3, favorite is the 2, $1,926.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that barn likes to bet. Oh no, that's Baltus. I thought it was Pipey. I'm sorry. But still, Baltus has been hot.
Second choice is the 9, $2,080, and the third choice is the 1 at 2363. So essentially on the double and the pick 3, they're all about the 2 and the 9. On the pick 4, the 9 is the favorite at 981. The 2 is the second choice at 1,000. Pick 5. Wow, look at these. Pick 5, Frank. 9 is 12,700. 1 is second choice at 15,000. But when you start getting up to these big numbers, it's useless looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. How about the pick 6? We might be looking at another carryover.
So the carryover horses.
The 4 and the 8.
Yeah.
2 people have the 2, and then and 2 people have the 5. The rest are single tickets.
So it's essentially 2-5 on the pick 6. And, you know, you talked about it yesterday, Frank.
Yeah.
We should not have had a carryover. So I'm feeling good about the 2.
Right, because the money should have been on the 8, right?
Yes, and that's why we have the carryover. But
all right,
you
so
heard what
are you alive in the only thing you're alive in is the all turf, correct?
That's it. Save my weekend. Pay for that.
So I just want to put your play up so people saw how you structured your ticket. So let me do that, and then I'll do mine. So Ciaran's all turf. Which ticket was it?
Second ticket.
I didn't remember who won.
Second ticket.
So spread singled the 2.
Yep.
Okay, and then nope, that's the all turf. Let me go to this, the late pick 3. My first ticket is alive. I have 562. 2 would be nice for all of us. Let's get this 2 home. I'm not greedy.
2 would be great. But even the 5 and 6, Franks, on your
No,
pick 3.
I know, but for me. But I'm not greedy. I want you to win too. I'm not like you. I'm not a little crybaby.
You know what the 5 is paying, Frank?
I know. I wrote it down. 3,000.
And the 6 is 37. Very nice.
What is the 1 paying? Because Froggy Mushroom is alive to the 1. Is that the pick 3 or the double, Froggy? Let us know. We will root for you. If we don't win, we hope it's you.
2360. You know, I almost debated.
Great, these are great.
If I was home, I might have pivoted on that race when my chalk horse, you know, the 2 TikTok night or whatever. I probably should have done the all out of that race. You know what I mean? And then kind of single. But we're always going to go back and look. But I know I've been looking at some of the bets, and we talk about it. We make fun of our bets when we say, I would have had that. But we kind of have it in the back of our mind when we come to the next day and we go, you know what? This happened the last time. Let me tweak the bets a little bit more and tweak it this way. And you always got to try and learn from your last bet to improve the next bet. We're 2 minutes away. 7-2 though. That's I mean, I get why the 9 is getting all the money, but do you have the 9 on any of your tickets, Frank? Frank's frozen, I think. Let me throw the bingo card up.
No, I'm on mute. I'm on mute. My executive producer came out and said I have to tell everyone to like and subscribe. And thank you for everyone who is watching or listening. And for those who are on X, if you're commenting, we don't see a lot of those comments, so we're not ignoring you. We appreciate you. But if you want to like and subscribe on YouTube, we will see those comments. I want to see this. Ciaran, we didn't talk about that weird contest.
Which one? There's so many of them.
The one on horse tourneys. I just put my picture.
Oh, I forgot to.
Oh, 176. Oh, you're ahead of me at 188.
I forgot to bet my money. Are you kidding me? I forgot it was a.
Well, you can change your bet now.
Yeah. Oh my God! I was hitting everything under the sun. I had all that money. I forgot to bet it.
I know. Same with me. I was going to go all in on freaking.
Because my horse was the horse that won the NHC for Dylan. I got 114 off it.
Well, I'm gonna make. You can make a bet right now. Let's just do it.
Let me see. I was going. Great.
Yeah, I would have gone all in on Take a Breath, but I only had $10 because we're busy doing the show. You know, I mean.
Well, now I have a quandary, Frank, because my bet was
max
number 10. The number 10 was my horse.
Well, why don't you bet the 10?
Because I want the 2 to win, so I can win.
Well, no, you could bet the 10 in the fake contest. I mean, why would you?
I suppose I could. Let me see what the.
I mean, why wouldn't you? It's free. It's a free contest.
There's no prize money either. So, but
no, there is $75.
Woo! Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. The 10 is going to win, and I'm going to win $75, and it's going to cost me.
You're going to run fourth, and you're going to run fourth and get 0.
Yeah, I'm going $178 on the 2.
All right, they're loading, Ciaran. I am alive to the 2, 5, and 6. Ciaran is just alive to the 2. I'm not greedy. I'm not a jerk. I'm rooting for the 2 so we all can win. And Froggy Mushroom is alive to the 1 and the double. Everyone out there who is alive, good luck. Let's get this 2 home. How about that?
2 for the win.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I think Rosa Parks picked us at the post. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. I think we're skunked.
Hung out?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so close.
That's so close. My God, we had it. Oh,
and then the 6 was right there, too. The 6 flattened out.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're left in the room,
I'm really going to be mad if we did not hold on for that one, Frank. Come on.
I'm watching. I'm watching again. It
was the head bob.
Right there, Eiffel, Rosa, Eiffel, Rosa. No, I think we're skunked. Unbelievable.
No, wait.
Unbelievable.
We got, yeah.
Unbelievable. Second night is Ciaran again.
2,500 that was paying.
Thousands. Oh my God. And then I have my 6 right there.
Oh, wait. Oh, I can't tell on that. I could never tell. You'd think we would know where the photo is.
I'm going to stand up and look at my TV because I have TVG on my TV. It's a much bigger screen. You take over for now.
Paying me 2,500. The 2 was paying me 2,500. Did I get bobbed again out of big money? Oh, I can't tell. I can never tell.
I think it's a 2.
I will come for your tournament in July if it's a 2.
I don't have a tournament in July.
I thought Nick was saying, oh, it's not you, is it?
Yeah, slow stuff.
Come on, one time.
2, 9. I can't tell. I cannot tell. It could be a bad
Yet again. Unbelievable. That is so bad. That crappy ass Phil horse.
Oh, that stung. That really stung. We have been very unlucky.
That was 2,538 that was paying, Frank. Well, we give them the horses. We just can't connect ourselves.
Yeah, I was alive to the 5, the 6, and the 2.
And the people cheering won $12. You
know, we talked about. Well, don't. I mean, hey, don't. That's a. You know what they won? Good for them. It has nothing to do with us. We talked about maybe saving with the 9. We talked about it. I'm a grown A man, and I said I don't like the horse. I'm not betting the horse. Our horse had a bad break. Did everything after that. It did everything but win. Unbelievable. The very last jump.
And what's crazy is the 9 was able to close too, which should not have been when I saw the 2 in the turn, I was like, we're good. Like,
I don't think the 9 wasn't that far back though. The 9.
No, but still, I thought the 2 was far enough away where we were good, you know?
At the 16th pole, it looked like the 2 had enough horse to do it. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. Maybe the 9 changed leads and then just ground it out. Frank got excited about my Eiffel for a second there, and then that horse flattened out. Oh man! But is that? I think that's an LRF horse, right? So congrats to LRF. No, it's Nick Alexander. It's not LRF.
No, it's not. Both of their horses flopped, like I said. You know, when there's 2 horses in, they don't usually do well.
See, Ciaran, you always get mad. Oh, Frank. LD is your biggest fan. I also have the 2, Larry. But you know what? We'll just give Ciaran all the credit because he doesn't get enough credit on the show. Oh man, was anyone on the show alive to the 9?
I would have been alive on the other tickets. You know, like that one race that kept us both. Well, knocked you out. If we had hit the first leg, we would be cheering this leg with the 9, you know?
What do you mean, in the all turf?
I had a spread race. Like this was one where I spread with it.
Which bet are you talking about, though? I don't understand.
All turf.
Okay.
Because we were close.
You needed to be alive on your spread. Instead,
yes.
You were just single to the 2. Ciaran, I mean, come on, dude. The 2 ran a winning race.
Monster. Looked like it was.
You can't be mad at yourself. You know what? Like.
No, that was
Did you
Vegas.
have the 9 on your spread ticket? I don't think I used the 9 at all. I'll have to go back
on
and
the
look.
pick 3. I did. On the pick 3, I had it. Well, that was one of those things. Like if you go back and look at my ticket construction, I didn't have it on the all turf. I had it on the pick 3. So I would have been out no matter what, if you know what I mean. But it was one of those, I was against the 9, like you kind of said too, Frank.
Yeah. No, you brought it up and we both decided against it.
But I covered and hedged off the pick 3 with the 9 because I didn't have it on the other ticket, you know?
All right, here. This is going to sting too for both of us. I had the 9 on that bottom ticket there, but I had this 10 singled. I only used the 8 on my main ticket. If I went 10-8 there, you know, I'm also trying to keep it in a $100 budget. I'm not saying I would have had it. I did bet win money on the 8, so I mean I had an okay day. But Ciaran, I was looking at 1900. You were looking at what?
25, 28.
Let's hope the double came back light because we probably would have had the double on our community ticket because you brought up Rosa Parks. Like you kept talking about Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we decided against it, but maybe the community ticket we would have had it. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
that hurts so much, guys.
It was one of those things we had the opportunity to have a bunch of guests on, and we had to take advantage of it, you know?
I don't regret it. At the end of the day, I mean, it's a good amount of money that we could fire away, but we live this, right? And you're there at NHC, and the whole point was to give people a platform to join us, and you know what I mean? So I'm okay with that.
We had the NHC champ on for like 10 minutes, Frank. How many?
Right after he won.
Yes, like because he knows us. We're he's a Santa Anita guy. We had him on for 10 minutes. You know, they're going to be hounding him for the next week.
All right, here, Ciaran, believe me, I would happily take the money, but
yeah, we had a good time.
$319. I mean, I think I probably would have only had it for $5 because I didn't really. The 9 was a B for me, so I don't feel that bad. But
we lost by a tongue. I mean, let me find that. Where
the horse did everything but win. I mean,
our horse did not stick its tongue out. That was the photo finish that cost us a bunch of money, right there.
Oh man, wow! And then,
but we gamble live. We don't do our picks on a Tuesday. We put our money where our thoughts are, and we pivot. And we make fun of each other. We do silly videos. We're an entertainment show, wagering and entertainment show. So hopefully you picked up some new followers today.
We're about the horse player community.
Yeah.
We love this game so much, and we know there are so many people out there who are just like us, and we've all been very disillusioned and down on the sport because it's not what it used to be. And you said it yourself, and I'm the same way. Our handle has gone down year after year after year, and then all of a sudden Santa Anita implements these wagers, and our handle is more than it's ever been because we actually have an advantage.
Oh, well, Frank, the amount of people who came up to me today and were like, and yesterday were like, so what spot are you in? I was like, I'm not in. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, what?
Well, you know what? Yeah, big thank you to you, Ciaran, because I know you went there to play in the last chance, first chance because you qualified, but you could have got out of Dodge after that. So I want to give you major props for taking one for the team and spending all weekend in Las Vegas. If I had been there with you, you wouldn't have seen me for a month because that place takes 5 years off my life every time I go.
Well, I was telling everyone, I was like, yeah, I mean, I got burned out on the tour last year, but then again, I'm looking at, we've been doing our show, the low takeouts, and I'm like, how do I play a high vig contest? So I love the tournaments. It's a great way to get in, but I've allocated my money towards actually gambling. But today we should have got paid, which would have paid for like the next month. You know what I mean? Like people laugh about it, but it's the big scores like this that pay for everything. And I see a lot of people like, oh my God, if I could show you some of the emails we get from people. I looked at your free plays yesterday, and yeah, you hit a 20-1 in the first race and the favorite in the next, but your picks suck. And I'm like, dude, a 99-1 horse won the third leg. Did you have it?
Well, you know what? I tell everyone, hey man, I'm sorry, but you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
My picks are free on the Santa Anita site. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Hey, Terry also wants to give you a compliment. You were great on site. Fantastic. Believe me, Terry does not give out compliments willy-nilly. Fantastic show, DTL. Thanks so much to all of our very, very special guests. Yeah, you made this a special show. If you were sitting at home in your studio and I was, and we had that bad beat, I think I'd be close to losing my mind. But because this was such a great show, it takes the sting out of it, you know?
I'm sure someone hit it, and they hopefully will tell us they hit it. I mean, we talked about we didn't talk as much as we usually do, but we'll be back again on Friday. And Friday, right? Yeah. Trying to think
we'll
the
be back
schedule.
on Friday. We'll figure it out. But do you have to go? Or could you answer a question here? Because LD is asking
Oh, no,
again.
we got time. They'll have to clean this table last.
LD is betting about wagering philosophy. How do you guys not hedge a little if the 2 doesn't get there? Showed up at the end of the show. Great guess. Larry, we talked about.
We were just talking too much, and I actually debated it, and I was thinking about us doing.
About it.
I might have done what did the exact end up paying? I had, if we had.
I'll look.
Didn't have the guess on, we might have hedged a little bit, but then I'm just saying that, like, I'm not one of those guys when you look at their picks and they go, we had 5 of 7 winners. It was our 4th choice. We don't do that. We didn't bet it.
$2 exactly is $28.40.
We would have looked at the pays and went, it's not worth it.
Yeah, here's the thing, Larry. Ciaran was single to that horse. The 2, he had a very strong opinion. I had
lost
3
the photo.
horses. I had 3 horses in that race. Rosa Parks was like my 5th choice. She was a B for me. She was like my 5th choice. I think if we were doing a community ticket, we probably would have had the double.
So definitely do not go to Sam Houston because Texas Mike, who was on, hit his double.
Oh yeah, Mike gave it out, didn't he?
Get out of here, Mike. Get out.
Hold on, so it is a winning show. Didn't Mike have it?
Yeah, Mike had it. So our guest actually hit it. I gave him the bums rush. Get out of here. He came over just to tell me.
Once again, though, a winning combination on the show.
Yep.
It's usually the DTL crew or somebody else but us, but at least we have a winner.
Yep.
Oh, good job, Mike. I hope people followed along. That's great. I've totally.
He's actually someone you should watch on Twitter.
What's his handle?
Texas Mike with some numbers, but if you do Texas Mike or just search for Sam Houston Racetrack, SHRP, he's usually the guy he harasses to play in their contests. Awesome handicapper. Like last year, he was not in the tournament, and he's just sitting there and he goes, yes! And we're like, what are you cheering about? He's like, I just won a BCBC.
It's a silent assassin.
Yes.
No, he seemed like a really cool guy. I didn't get into it with him about us not having a signal or being able to bet it, but I think they're working really hard toward that.
It's coming. I hear it's coming. We're going to be able to bet.
I'm going to leave it up to you to convince them to do a low takeout wager so we could do a show for them.
Well, I was talking to Nick at the
Nick Tamaro
Sam Houston contest, and he said supposedly the signal might get released soon, and they're going to come up with lots of stuff. So we'll look forward to it in the coming months, I think.
But what about a low takeout wager? Because it would be fun to do.
No, I told him about that. I was like, low takeout. And he's like, watch what we do. So that's all I heard. So I was very optimistic about it. And I think there's another track. I will not name it, but there's another low takeout bet coming for us in the next few days. I heard here. I was trying to get him on to tell us about it. But until it's official, it can't be official. But I think there's another couple of low takeout bets coming for us players in the next few days as well.
If there's news, we'll announce it. That's good that they're trending that way.
So Frank,
I'm going to run through a couple of more comments and then we'll do the wrap up. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us 2 days in a row, Ocho. Yeah, it's still stinging in Tennessee. I hope you're safe from tornadoes. I guess she posted earlier that even though there's a tornado watch, he was still going to join the show. So thanks for being a loyal member of the DTL crew, Ocho. And yeah, that does sting a lot. Great show. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Again, Charlie, great show. Thank you. LD, yeah, we appreciate everything you chime in on. You ask great questions. And you give good information too, because you own a bunch of horses with Adelphi, who has Nick Falcone out here with Gratefully
Oh
Estate.
yeah, great success that they're
And
doing.
NRF, of course. So yeah, I mean, we got inside info from LD, who's a prominent member in 2 really good syndicates, and of course Texas Terry. Thank you, Charlie. All right, we're gonna wrap up. Thank you for joining us, everyone. But we're gonna do our usual. We're gonna look at pool sizes. We're gonna look at parlays.
We talked about it yesterday, and I actually talked to a couple of guys. I was like, yeah, I think by June, the pick 3 will be over $500,000. And if not by June, it'll happen at Del Mar. And Tyler had heard me say that and came up to me today and said, hey, look at the number. And he said 403. 403 on the pick 3 today.
408.
408. Wow. Last year,
you said it's the largest ever or something.
Last year, 258. Like, we're now to the point where, and what's great about this, guys, bet the pick 3. I mean, we started the show and it's called Double Trouble Live because we're 2 clowns. But really, I think in the first week we were like, oh my God, we got to use the handcuff, like the pick 3 and the double. They go hand in hand. I think we're going to get to the point where the smart tracks will actually, remember back in the day, Santa Anita would guarantee $250K on the pick 4. I could see that starting to happen on this.
You know what? You might be right, actually.
And that would really juice it.
A lot of tracks were scared to lower takeout because they thought the handle wouldn't increase. Why would you take 15% of 100,000 when you can take 23%? They didn't understand that the handle was going to increase because horse players are smart enough to know that it's a good deal.
And us real gamblers who aren't on X talking smack about everything. Here's a free soda. Well, you gave me a free soda, but it's from Kmart. Always going to complain.
I don't understand. What's your point? I missed it.
My point is they're giving us like good bets, but people will still complain just to complain.
Oh, yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean,
the dollar hot dogs were stale.
Yes, exactly. And like, dude, you got it for $1. Like,
look, first of all, some people just like to play the victim card. Some people like to complain. Some people are just stubborn and refuse to shift or pivot or move.
So what was the so the pool last year, Frank, for the pick 3 was 258. So
408.
150,000 increase on the pick 3 pool today. What was the double?
Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. 50. That was just the late pick 3, right? Yep. Okay. The double today, 232.
Double last year. Oh, double was down because everyone was playing the pick 3.
Yeah, that's interesting. What was it?
It was 263 last year.
Okay. Well, we said that this is why we started to do the late pick 3 because we realized
that's where
this is where it's at. And a lot of people are using the double as either a hedge or a press
to cover.
And also, it depends on what kind of horse wins the first leg. Today was a price. But who won the first leg of the pick 3? Was it a short horse? I don't remember.
I can't even remember myself, but the pick 3 is probably one of the best bets there is right now in racing. But it's only the all turf was 105 last year.
Okay, this year
I think it was 120 or something.
Hold on, I got to go to another screen though. Give me a second. So turf all pick 3. I hope it's more because I really appreciate seeing the growth in the all turf because we decided to incorporate that into our show. 140 this year.
Oh, only a 30% increase.
What was it last year?
105.
Wow, that's big. That's DTL Crew money. Anytime it's like 20 to 40,000 over what it was, that's DTL Crew money. I know it. Okay. Do you want to do parlays or do you want to look at Frank Lampard and see how they did today?
We already know they sucked. Who cares about those guys?
They went right back down to 70,000 again. We do a show, they get up to 100, and then it's 70,000 plateau without.
And their marketing guy is going to go, yeah, I did some good work on Saturday. I'm like, hey, parlays, you ready?
How funny is that, though? Okay, hold on. Let me get the AI up here. All right, what do you want to do first?
Let's do the all turf.
So a $3 win parlay with horses that paid. Go ahead.
I'm scrolling down here. First leg.
That was, who was that? I don't even remember. My goodness. Was that? Oh, that was the Crazy Cavalier, right? You had that one. I didn't. Yeah, good price, right?
And I should have got, but that was the horse that won, Dylan, the NHC. That really, we should have gotten paid with our good luck vibes with the 2 in the last leg, Frank.
I know. Well, yeah. Well, move on. So what did that horse pay?
Sorry, I'm going over to Express Bet right now.
I'm on Oak Lawn, actually.
Just go online.
Let's see.
Race 5 paid $22.80.
Okay, hold on here. Okay, $22.80.
$15.60.
That was Take a Breath. Okay, and
$7.20.
Ugh. Ah. All right, let's see what it paid. Let's see. I don't know why today it says approximately 960.34.
Really?
Why it uses the same calculation. What did it pay?
I'm trying to go there to see what it paid. It paid $2,026.
Oh my God!
Like if you're turning your nose up at the low takeout bets and complaining about short fields and blah blah blah, I'm just gonna look at you and go. There's gonna be a bubble next to my head that goes, "This guy's a clown," and I'm a clown. So if I say you're a clown, you really are a clown. All right, you ready for the pick 3, Frank?
No, I want to go online and see people complaining. Why did my 5-1 to my 10-1 exacta only play $38?
Because it's a different pool of money. Like if I could smack these guys and tell them when they go a 20-1 and a 21 only played this, I'm like, dude, the win odds are different than the exacta and trifecta odds. How hard is it for people to and I've seen some guys who are really smart on math, and I'm like, they're different buckets of money. The odds
smart in math, smart in business, intelligent people.
The odds on the win pool do not impact the odds on the exotic pools. The way to look at it is each bet is a glass of beer. You put your money into one glass and they divvy it out. Doesn't matter what the horse's odds are. Like I actually had someone, when I explained that to them, they went, "Oh, now I get it." All right, you ready?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can lead a horse to water. You can't force them to drink, but that is incredible. You know how you said earlier, actually, since we started doing the show for Santa Anita, the payouts have always been above the parlay, but they've been like 300, 400, 200.
No, they're starting to get bigger.
You're like, wait until they start to get bigger, and they have. And that's why we've seen pool growth like 140K today. All right, what do you want to do next?
And people are complaining about these teams winning a lot of money. The teams have...
Hello? Ciaran, I do not hear you. Weird. I don't know what happened to Ciaran, but I can do the calculation myself. Let me remove him and put him back in. Maybe that'll help. Ciaran, we lost you, I think. If you can hear me, get out of the studio and come back in. I'm just going to keep you out. All right. Well, I'm going to do the parlay then. I'm going to calculate $3 win parlay. This is the late pick 3 with horses that paid. All right. Let me get.
Sorry, Frank. They shut everything down.
I had a feeling. All right. Well, let's just do the last 2 parlays real quick, and then we'll get out of there, and we can debrief later. I'm doing the $3 late pick 3. So you got numbers for me, or do I need to look them up?
I do not. They shut everything down, so my laptop went, all right, they shut it down. I'm dead.
All right, hold on. So race 6. No. March 15th, race 7. 1560, that was Take a Breath, who we liked. Okay. 1560. Then my Love Lock paid 19. 19. Oh, and this is the sick one.
Well, how much?
Rosa Parks. Hold on, I gotta get plus. What Rosa Parks pays? 720, I think.
Yeah, 720, correct.
Okay, because the chart isn't updated yet for that. 720. Okay. All right. $3 win parlay. 1560, $19, and 720. This is the late pick 3, ladies and gentlemen. $800.28.
And I can't look to see what it paid, but I'm sure it paid a lot more than.
I can do it. $800.28. Okay, I got to go back to ExpressBet for the pools because they are not updated on DRF's charts. But I can do that if you just bear with me for a second. Race 9. Oh, here's the payouts here. Rosa Parks. Okay, there we go. $3 pick 3. That's funny. It paid almost the same as 839, right? Almost the same as the all turf that you gave me. So the $3 pick 3, 839 paid $2,082.90.
Well, maybe we've been.
Parlay was, what did I say? 800.
Yeah, what we're talking about, like we should be entering that period where the all turf is going to start making people go, I should start betting the all turf. So
let me do the double real quick, and then I'll let you go. $5 win parlay with horses that paid.
Well, you know what? We're degenerates, Frank, when we're the last people in here, except for the cleaners at an event.
I mean, why do they bum rush you so quick? They should have a freaking reception with champagne for you guys. Well, not for you.
It's the Ghetto-cino. Whoa, it's so bad. Like I would.
It's still not as bad as Del Mar. Before the last race on Friday was even official, there was only one person left in the executive suites, and he was kicking us out.
That is true.
$5 double. The win parlay paid $171, and it actually paid $319. So I mean, I don't know what else to tell people. I'm glad that TDG is helping spread the word. I think that may have helped a little bit. So I'm happy about that. What are you going to do?
We're going to keep betting, and we're going to see other tracks start copying California because despite what they think, California leads. Santa Anita, Del Mar, everyone else follows. So I think we're going to see more of the tracks go. You know what? We're getting so much bad flack. I mean, if there was no money in these pools, Santa Anita and Del Mar would not do them. And the pools are starting to grow. We got 403,000 in the pick 3 today. When was the last time, Frank, we saw that in the pick 4, which was the marquee bet in California that kind of went away where they used to guarantee it?
800,000, sometimes $1 million, depending. You know what I mean?
If you're not one of these other tracks and looking at what these pools are starting to do, and the bigger they grow, like you said earlier, do I want 15% of 70K like Franklin? Or do I want 15% of $400,000 today at Santa Anita? I mean, I don't know. I am a math guy. The math makes sense to me. And you're making the players happy. And when the players are happy and we have a bet that we like, what do? We do it on our show. We're like, well, the teams are going to destroy us on the exactas and trifectas, but I'm so happy because I got a bet that I like. I'm going to bet even more than I normally would. I mean, that's how you're supposed to look at it.
So how about this, Ciaran? The pick 3 today outhandled the pick 6 with a carryover.
Yes.
The carryover pick 6 pool was 323. We did 408. I mean, that is insane. That should have been 500,000-600,000. You know, I mean, but whatever.
Maybe next week. I'm trying to find what that stupid thing I did here. We'll have our intern talking it up with Tom next week, perhaps. We should end the show with Mark on Tom's show so we can tweet it to Tom.
I'm not going to burden Tom with that. I'm going to end it with the picture of Dylan Donnelly. I mean,
his winning ticket. No one else has that winning ticket. Like, we got a copy literally from his hand of the winning ticket that won him.
Two pictures at the same time. That would be cool.
Like, that was the ticket. He was like, here you go, right before he left. So he's like, take a picture. No one else has that, exclusive on Double Trouble Live, guys. And I think we had his first interview other than TV, Frank, after the win. I mean, you're going to see him all over the place, obviously, but he came on and talked for like 15 minutes. You got some guru advice from one of the best tournament players. And not just that, like, there's tournament players and you never see them anywhere else. Dylan makes a lot of money gambling too. Like, you got to be good at both of them. Does really well in the BCBC.
He's a professional gambler.
Yeah, real gambler. Yeah,
he owns horses too.
He's not a wife and husband or brothers and cousins playing 45 tickets on mythical wagers. You know what I mean?
No, he does it himself. I forget who it was who came on and said, like, Dylan, I think it was Tyler. He's like, the dude is the hardest worker I've seen when it comes to handicapping. So,
well, we appreciate you guys stopping by and watching our clown show. I wish we had hit the 2, but I mean, we were pretty close for a big payout, Frank. I mean, we put our viewers in a position to make money with the good information. We probably would have hit it if we weren't bringing everyone else onto the show. But
yeah, you know what? We had a guest who
we'll hit it on Friday.
Yeah,
we'll be back on Friday. I mean, we're turning, like, if you looked at this race, the races today at Santa Anita, I guarantee you, if I talked to 100 people, 60 or 70 would have said, I'm not playing those races at Santa Anita with those low fields. And the pick 3 for $3 paid $2,000. How do you argue with that? I think we should leave it on that, Frank.
All right, I'm ready to hit the end of the stream. All right, good luck, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, DTL Crew. You guys are making a difference. We're all making a difference. It's awesome. Ciaran, thank you for reporting live from Las Vegas. Make sure Mark Gelding gets back to Santa Anita in one piece, please.
Oh, he'll be there next Saturday because we got Gold Phoenix is going to win that race. We're going to collect the money.
All right. Peace out, everyone. Get out, get up, get paid.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.